Good evening and welcome to Coralville and Extreme Arena as we bring you the Girls State Wrestling Meet presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. I'm Trent Connon, joined here this evening by Austin Oliver as we will be bringing you 4 mats here today. Mats 5, 6, 7, and 8 on our side of the arena. And we'll bring you all the hold-by-hold action here in the Girls State Tournament. Thanks for joining us here today. The first Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union State Wrestling Meet underway here, and the action started earlier this morning in front of a sellout crowd here at Extreme Arena in Coralville with 2 rounds of wrestling in the books and more to come later here this evening. Waverly Shellrock sits atop a close team race. Austin, looking forward to this one as I settle into the chair. Got to see a little bit of the action on the stream earlier today, but excited to be on the call here with you for what should be a fun evening of wrestling.
Yeah, it's we'll be pulling up some consolation rounds matches this first set of matches, then we'll be pulling into the quarterfinals after that. But yeah, looking out through the crowd, it's starting to fill back in after clearing out for the first earlier session. Some electricity definitely in the building again, once again, as we get ready to do some wrestling again.
Mentioned Waverly Shellrock with the team lead right now as we go into these consolation matches, followed by those quarterfinals, as Austin mentioned. Go Hawks have compiled 46 points in the early action. All 9 of their wrestlers that qualified here for the state tournament are still in contention for a medal. 3 have advanced to the quarterfinals and 6 still alive on the backside of the bracket. Waverly Shellrock's 12 victories so far, 11 of them have come via pin. East Buchanan is in second place, 43 points. They do have 4 on the front side of the bracket. Decorah sits in third place with 42 points. 2 quarterfinalists for them, but 8 still alive on the backside of the bracket for Decorah. Also, taking a look at the team standings, Lewis Central, 4 quarterfinalists for them with 39 team points. Cedar Falls sitting in 5th with 37, and Osage in 6th with 30, both with 2 on the quarterfinals, and we will get to those matches here in just a little bit. But Austin, taking a look at the brackets here, 32 wrestler bracket for each of the weight classes, and we get so used to what we've seen for years and years on the boys' side and the 16-person bracket that is set up there. That extra round here, you lose early on just to get to the podium. It's a long road back just to make it to the medal stand.
It is, and we're compacting it into really 2 days instead of 3-day to 4 days, even with the boys' state tournament. 3 days, actually, the boys' state tournament. So you're definitely going to get a lot of matches, and everybody's already wrestled twice today. This will be their 3rd match. It could potentially be another one coming up this evening as well. So they're going to get some work, and they're going to have some tired gals here at the end of the day.
A successful start here to the state tournament, the first officially sanctioned state tournament here with the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We started things off with 448 wrestlers in 14 weight classes, representing 156 schools. And within an hour of the start here earlier this morning, every seat in the arena had been sold. The meet will conclude tomorrow night with the crowning of the state champions here from Extreme Arena in Coralville. And boy, we're just in year number 1, and already seeing how filled up it was early on. I know there's already been talk with a lot of people, well, bigger building, not going to be able to make that.
Yeah.
But with the obviously scheduling agreement that they have here, but the possibility of splitting things up a little bit more, multiple classes, and it already shows you in year number 1, people are already thinking about the building and how much bigger girls wrestling can be.
Yeah, I could definitely see something with a session kind of ability with divisions being something that could definitely work, and maybe loosen it up a little bit in here, because I don't know what they expected, but to have a sellout crowd in the very first instance of this is they got to feel really good about it. I think they were even turning people away outside trying to get in for this match. So just exciting to see, and I just think with the growth of the sport, I want to say I saw some statistics that it doubled from this year to last year, or from last year to this year. And I just see, I looked out across the crowd, and there's a lot of gals in the stands being fans as well too. Mm-hmm. And I think that's just a powerful indication of how much this is meaning to girls sports in general, and how it could potentially build into something much bigger in the future.
Well, we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll come back here, get ready for the wrestling as we move to the second session of the action, as the crowd starts to fill in from Extreme Arena in Coralville. Trent Conn and Austin Oliver with you as we got 4 mats for you here this evening. Mats 5 through 8, we got you covered. We'll take a quick timeout. You're watching the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Girls State Wrestling Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. We'll be back here in a moment.
Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
Welcome back once again to Coralville and Extreme Arena. Trent Condon alongside Austin Oliver as we bring you 4 mats here on our side of the stream. Also got the other side. They'll have mats 1 through 4 on the other end of the arena. We'll get you everything out there. We'll work to do our best also to get the names of each of the ladies competing here out on the mat. Things that go quickly, Austin, and You're a veteran now. You got the first session in underneath, so you're gonna have to carry me now.
I was under live fire for that first round for sure. So we'll do our best to make sure we get everybody represented, though. So
fun team race, and one of the big things, the 14 weight classes, as we mentioned, it's early on, year number 1 of the officially sanctioned girls state wrestling tournament in the first season here. All 14 of the number 1 seeds, though, have all advanced to the quarterfinals, and really feels like we're going to step up. I saw a number 82% of the first round matches ended in pins, and we're going to get deeper and deeper here into the bracket, and I think we're going to see more and more great matches.
Yeah, and I think even right now in the consolation matches, you should have some people paired up fairly easily on their, fairly closely on their seedings coming into it. So we should see some more competitive matches here as well.
Well, we'll take a quick timeout, our final one before we get ready for the action. Quick timeout here, and when we come back, play-by-play, Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Girls State Wrestling Meet presented by Iowa Farm Bureau as we come back in a moment. Back with you once again in Coralville as we get ready for wrestling. Mats 5 through 8 here. Trent Condon, Austin Oliver had you aboard on the Girls State Wrestling Meet here. Year number 1 presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. A big thank you to Iowa Farm Bureau for being our presenting sponsor here. Austin, we talked a little bit earlier about the long road still in front of these ladies if they're going to get to the podium, get a win here. Still need 2 more just to get all the way up and to finish in the top 8 here. So these ladies know it's win. You got to continue winning to get up there on the podium.
Yeah, we should have all the butterflies kind of worked out from that first and second round. So the girls should feel relaxed and kind of at home as they as we move into their third matches for some of these ladies. So we should see some more confident wrestling out there for sure.
Let's take a look at what we have coming up. Mat 5, it'll be Olivia Mack of East Sac County against Haley Kemper of Fort Madison. On Mat 6, Carlisle's Riley Gotch, a freshman, against Ava McNeil from Lewis Central. Mat 7, Grace Murphy from Etworth Western Dubuque. She'll face Elizabeth Elliott from Newton. And on mat 8, it'll be Ridgeview's Isabel Ecken against Aurora Preston of Spirit Lake Park. And we are underway here. Let's do this, Austin.
Looks like mat 6, we already got a takedown and getting some back points already. Looks like McNeil in with some early points here.
Get on a shot up on mat 5. And they're going to roll out. Ran out of room over there.
On deck on mat 1 at 105 pounds.
Yeah, 3 of the mats on there still on their feet in neutral position, with the exception of mat 6 there with that takedown.
Our only score early on, McNeil of Lewis Central with that lead over Gotch of Carlisle.
Got Elliott on mat 7 with the takedown, and we got some back points over on mat 5 as well. Potentially dangerous got called, so they'll separate and go back up.
We got one on number 8 as well. In trouble down there on the mat. And squeezing hard down there.
On deck mat 6 at 105, Alexis Coolbit of Osage.
Still working that headlock there, trying to get her to pull over on there on mat 8. Like she's going to give up on it and try to just get the takedown here, but they're still fighting away on the control there.
Action happening up on mat 5. Kemper trying to finish things off as they go out of bounds on mat 8.
A reversal there on mat 2. A reversal and a reversal right back. They're just rolling over there, and it looks like they almost had a reversal again there, but looks like Kemper's finally settled down with that headlock and got a pin there over Mack on mat 5. Period 1, just 23 seconds left to go. She got the pin.
Sophomore Haley Kemper with the victory as she will advance on the backside of the bracket at 100 pounds. Update on the scores. It is McNeil of Lewis Central leading 2-0. 4-2 lead for Elliott of Newton over Murphy, and 2-0 Preston leaving Ecken. And our other ones as we'll get ready for a new match happening over on mat 5. Good double leg attempt over on mat 6. Trying to get deep there and finishes the takedown. Good aggressive move there from McNeil. And on mat 5, we have our new wrestlers out there. It'll be freshman from Eagle Grove, Evelyn Jurgensen, facing Ella McNamee from Mount Pleasant. Looking for the big toss over on mat 8. Trying to walk that thing through. Dangerous for both wrestlers down there. Coming out the backside is Preston.
Got mat number 7 here. We've got some back points and a pin. Looks like Elliott from Newton got the pin in the second period, just about 37 seconds into the second period. I think for some of these wrestlers, this may be, if they have a loss here, it may be the last match of their day for their tournament. So some things to consider there is emotions are going to be running high in some of these wrestlebacks as we have the winners and losers being crowned. Looks like mat number 7 will have a new group out on mat number 7.
McNamee over on mat 5, 2-0 lead in that one. 4-1 McNeil with the lead on mat 6. And 2-1 our score on mat 8, though nearly saw a swipe and did get some back points there. And then an escape. Both wrestlers in the neutral position. 20 seconds to go in the second period. Fun one brewing over on mat 8.
Still a 3-3 tie. Seems like we've seen them
rolling around.
Yeah, being on the back a couple times on both of the individuals.
Mat 7, new wrestlers out there. Perry's Mercedes Ponce against Carissa Hermsen of Southeast Polk.
Got some back points on mat number 5. Looks like McNamee just got a pin there, it looks like. Yep, McNamee just got a pin on mat 5 with just 5 seconds left to go in the first period.
So the senior advances on. She goes to 25-5 now in her senior campaign. Back to mat 8. Fun one brewing there. 3-3 as we talked about with Ekin of Ridgeview and Spirit Lake Parks, Preston.
On deck mat 5 at 115 pounds from Osage, Maddie Swenson. And from Newton, Stella Couples.
Trying to get the turn, but out of bounds. Ran out of room there on mat 8.
They're definitely going at it there.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to go home after this match. 3-3 with just a minute 43 left to go in that third period.
Mat 6, we got trouble down there. And a tight hold for McNeil of Lewis Central.
She's got it's a little loose there. She's trying to get back into control there. Does get the legs flipped back over, back into control there, but I think she's got some back points coming. Maybe not. They may not have given her some back points there.
I think they already awarded them, now 9-3.
Okay, got it. Okay, 9-3, yep. So on mat 8, we just had a wrestler get an escape, so it's a 4-3 score there with Preston leading that match here with just a minute 25 left to go in the third period.
And pin on mat 6, and finishing off the fall there is Ava McNeil, another senior, her 40th win of the year, as she picks up the victory here in the consolation round. A stall warning over on mat 8 against Preston, who leads 4-3. Right at a minute left to go there in the third period. Isabel Ekin of Ridgeview and Preston of Spirit Lake Park. On mat 5, we get a takedown over there.
Oh, right to the back. Mat 8 there, she got a takedown, did a step-through trip, and put her right on her back. That score is going to flip-flop once again. 2 back points for her. So I think that puts her up to 8-6.
On mat 5, new wrestlers out there in a quick lead for Riley Hartman of Olwine over Emma Hall from North Central. And got the cradle locked up over there on mat 5 as the back points continue. And the pin. With just over 10 seconds left in the period. Back to mat 8. This has been a fun one.
Another takedown with just 5 seconds left to go. It's an 8-9 score.
3 seconds left. Trying to make the turn.
Just going to run out of time.
Well, that was a fun match there. Isabel Eckren, a 9-8 win over Aurora Preston. I have to say the match.
I thought that was the third period. Is it not third period?
It was, and it looks like.
Okay, yeah.
Coach is standing over it. It was. Fun match, and probably the match early on here of the evening right there.
Ridgeview wrestler hit a big move there at the right before the end there, a 5-point move, 4-point move probably I think is what it ended up being, but definitely turned the tide of the match right there.
Mat 6, Osage's Alexis Colbert, freshman on the mat. She'll wrestle Kiera Heisness from Lamar's.
I think we have a new one on mat 5 as well, Trent.
That'll be Maddie Swenson from Osage against Stella Couples from Newton. So a couple of Green Devils out there on the mat. 2-1 lead on mat 7 with Herbson of Southeast Folk leading Potts of Perry. And no score with Sheffield and Decorah and Kelderman from Central Lion George Little Rock on mat 8. And we get some action over right away on mat 8.
Nice double leg, almost took her right to her back for Sheffield there from Decorah.
Really trying to walk it through, and she does. Got that thing locked up.
That is tight, yes. There's a pin for Sheffield.
It took just 37 seconds, and Chloe Sheffield gets the victory and bonus points for Decorah. They're in the team race. Even on the backside, still getting those bonus points, very important. And Sheffield makes quick work of it. She will get the win and advance on the backside of the bracket. Quick takedown over on mat 5 for Swenson from Osage. And a 2-0 lead for her. Remains 2-1 on mat 7. Hersom from Southeast Polk with the lead.
Got mat 5, Osage wrestler. Swenson's had her on her back, but we just flipped over, and well, they're just going back and forth here. Once again, Swenson's got couples on her back. 2 incoming back points for her.
On mat 8, new wrestlers on the mat. Riley Rice of Waco Wayland and Sophia Harris of Humboldt. Referees on mat 5 now having a quick conversation over there.
Looks like they're talking over. I think maybe we lost a contact maybe there.
Well, hopefully a contact and not a tooth.
Yeah. But the referees are also discussing something about that and maybe about the score there. It looks like to be a 7-0 lead for Swenson right now.
As we get trouble on mat 8 over near the edge of the mat. And they're rolling back and forth between both wrestlers. There's control there for a moment, and then a reversal. So a 5-point move, and then a reversal as they go out of bounds. 5-2 the lead for Harris of Humboldt. $7-0 our score. Swenson with the lead on mat 5 over couples. Mat 6, no score with Colbert and Heisenes. And once again, Swenson in control there in the top, looking for some more back points, and she'll get 3 more as the period comes to a close. Final on mat 7, and holding on for the win, it was Hersom. 2-1, the slimmest of margins. She gets the win for Southeast Polk. 5-2 on mat 8 with Sophia Harris of Humboldt leading Riley Rice from Waco Wayland. Score up to 10-0 now after those back points from Swenson on mat 5. New wrestlers on mat 7. It's Annika Stearns from Emmitsburg and Kate Seary, a freshman out of Linn-Mar. Takedown for Harris on mat 8.
Mat 5, Swenson's once again got her getting some back points here. I think one of these she's going to probably stick this and got another 2 back points. That'll put her up to 15, so she's just on the teetering on the technical fall situation there. I'm sure her team would love to see her get a pin and get that extra pin or get an extra team point, but
Harris has got Bryce in trouble here on mat 8. Also some trouble over on mat 6 at the edge of the mat. Mat 8, it's happening right in the middle there with 11 seconds to go in the period. Trying to stretch that out, and there's the pin. Sophia Harris with the win from Humboldt on mat 8. Two nothing the score on mat 6 as Heisenes of Lamar's leads Colbert of Osage. And a quick takedown on mat 7, Kate Seary from Linn-Mar. New wrestlers coming out onto the mat on mat 8. That will be McDermott from Wahlert and Elderbaum of Lewis Central. To the third period on mat 6, Colbert with the choice chooses neutral against Heisenes from Lamar's. 2-0 to score there. Kara Heisenes with the lead. 14-1 now the score with Swenson and couples over on mat 5. And a quick takedown on mat 8. And the takedown for Elderbaum of Lewis Central.
Swenson's going to get her 2 points here, and she's going to have a technical fall on mat 5 there for Swenson from Osage.
So some bonus points there for the Green Devils.
16-1 score. It's pretty impressive doing that with 20 seconds left to go in the second period still. She scored a lot of points in that match for their team.
And we get a pin over on mat 8 as McDermott comes back and gets the pin. Got taken down quickly, but then battled back. Gets the takedown and the stick. Ava McDermott with the win for Dubuque Wahlert. Still 2-0 the score. New wrestlers coming out to mat 5. It'll be Anderson of Eagle Grove and Ankeny's Engelbretson. And now over on Colbert of Osage has Heisness in some trouble, got the takedown and 2 back points, trailing 2-0 as the period began. Now leads at 4-2, and boy, tried to drive that half Nelson in there.
She's definitely pushing that hard. We're probably going to get a potentially dangerous here if pushes too further. Yep,
there it was. Good call there, Austin. But a 4-2 lead and a quick turnaround there in the third period. 4-0 now the score on mat 7 as Siri is added to her lead. Wrestling Annika Stearns from Emmetsburg. Minute to go there in the second period. Just underway mat 8.
Mat 5 just got a big move there from Anderson, and we got a pin there from Anderson over Ingebretson. Then that was in the first period at 49 seconds of the first period.
So the freshman from Eagle Grove advances on. And we got some movement over on mat 7. 4-0 was the lead before Siri. And now Siri of Linmar got it locked up tight. Still lots of time, 25 seconds to wrestle. Trying to roll it through. There's the pin. And a takedown back the other way. Check that. That's a reversal. So we're tied up at 4-4 with Colbert and Heisenes on mat 6. There's an escape, and Colbert now gets the lead.
And that's over. That's the third period right there. That's the match.
Right as it came to a close, gave up the reversal, but then Colbert able to get out of there, and their freshman with the win for the Green Devils on mat 6.
That was a clutch move there to wrap up that match for sure.
Osage entered here this round and 6th place in the team competition. A couple of wins so far here in the consolation round. Quarterfinals coming up here in just a little bit. Get the new wrestlers out there. Carly Henderson of Riverside, Oakland on mat 5, wrestling Izzy Giza of Bettendorf. On mat 7, it's Jasmine Olson from Cedar Falls against Josephine Bond of Dallas Center Grimes. And on mat 8, Kendra Berglund of Sergeant Bluff Luton and Ava Scranton of Anamosa. Also on mat 6, Nora Bacchus of Ankeny wrestles Cedar Falls Hope Chiatello. And on mat 8, right at the end of the first period, a takedown by Scranton. And that one will come to a close. We're going to take a quick time out here. Come back with more Girls State Wrestling presented by Iowa Farm Bureau.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
Fairway knows meat, right? They've been doing it for over 80 years. You hear customers talk about the meat everywhere you go.
Everybody loves coming in and picking out a beautiful steak.
We're there to serve you, and so that's why it is special.
Most of us that are working back there, we would probably be called foodies.
That's their passion. They love to go home and cook.
I don't know if I'm a foodie. I think I'm kind of a steak snob, probably.
People hand cutting steaks every single day, working the counter, making sure that everybody knows when they get home they have the best in town.
Welcome back once again to Coralville Extreme Arena and the first officially sanctioned Girls State Wrestling meet here. Glad to have you aboard with us, Trent Condon, alongside Austin Oliver, as we watch some good wrestling. All the matches still happening that we had right as we went to the break. And on mat 8, Ava Scranton taking control over Berglund of Sergeant Bluff Luton, and there is the pin. Scranton of Anamosa, the senior, will see her career advance on for at least another round with a win on mat 8.
Nice pin in the second period there. 55 seconds left to go in the second period. A little dominant match by her. Sorry about that.
On mat 5, Carly Henderson, a 2-0 lead over Izzy Giza. That is the only scoring in the other mats that we have going on here. So we got you back here to the action pretty quickly. As we will get a couple of new wrestlers on mat 8 here momentarily. We'll get you up to date out there as it is Bullerman U of Cresco and Goot will go over and take the mat. That'll be happening on mat 8.
And I think the crest is a Crestwood, so I think there must be a couple schools in that, because I said Cresco a couple times, and we figured out it was Crestwood, I believe. So.
Well, Cresco is the name of the town. Crestwood is the name of the school. I'm from that neck of the woods.
Okay, there you go.
Now, you got a couple little towns around there. You got Elma up there. You got, a few others. But, yes, Cresco is the name of the town. You know us old-timers. It's kind of always what you remember, right?
Exactly.
As we wrestle here in the second session of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union State Wrestling Meet, presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. 1-0 is our score on mat 7, as Olson of Cedar Falls has a lead over Bond. Also 1-0 Bacchus from Ankeny leading. And Henderson maintaining the 2-0 lead on mat 5. Leah Gute of Missouri Valley over there against Cheyenne Bullerman U.
Yeah, mat 5 looks like Henderson's got she did have a pretty deep half in there, but it looks like she let it go here and is going to move on to some other move here.
Trying to come back on the other side of it.
Yeah, maybe actually Giza there on top that had that deep half in. Those uniforms look very similar, so.
Both wrestlers on their feet on mat 6, neutral position over there, with Bacchus holding on to a 1-0 lead. That one in the second period, just inside of 20 seconds to wrestle. On mat 7, we will go to the third, a 1-0 lead of Olson from Cedar Falls. Wrestling Josephine Bond of Dallas Center Grimes.
Up on mat 6, Bacchus got another takedown there with just the second period just ending for them. 3-0 lead for Bacchus going into the third.
Trying to quickly get to her feet was Olson on mat 7. Going right back to the single, though, is Bond. Trying to hold that position, doesn't want to give up the escape right away. As they continue to work over there. And we're going to get a stall call now against Bond, just holding on to that leg. Not doing enough with it, says the official. How about the officiating crew here? As we got 16 of them out there on the mats at a time.
Yeah, an interesting call because she was one that actually had the offensive position with the grabbing the leg, but I guess she wasn't doing enough with it for the officials' liking, so the stalling call came in.
Henderson has extended her lead now to 4-1 on mat 5. That one in the third period with about a minute to wrestle inside of that. Now down to 40 seconds there. 2-1 our score with Bullerman U with the lead on mat 8. Bacchus maintains a lead, 3-1. Final 5 seconds there. Chiatello trying to come up with something big. She's going to have to do it in just 2 seconds.
I think we got a minute left on that one still.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
the angle got me with the one.
Yeah, that one's hard to see over there. It just hits us just right. I did that same thing in the first round as well.
So plenty of time now for Chiatello from Cedar Falls, trailing 3-1 against Bacchus of Ankeny.
Looks like mat 5 is in an injury timeout there, so Bacchus and Chiatello they're going to be stepping away, so we went away for that match until they get back going again.
That was Henderson and Giza over there. Henderson leading 4-0. As we come back, tied up 2 apiece, Bullerman U and Goot on mat 8. Let's take a look back at mat 6 there. Looking for that takedown is Chiatello from Cedar Falls, was thwarted there. Now the time is ticking away, down to 11 seconds left.
And down on mat 7, Olison came up with a win for Cedar Falls, 4-0.
So advancement there for Jasmine Olson from CF. Final seconds on mat 6, and out of time as we come to a close, and the victory for Nora Bacchus from Ankeny. The freshman gets the win, her 38th of the season.
And then we finished up on mat 5 as well. Henderson with a 4-2 victory over Giza of Bettendorf. So we'll be getting a new match in on mat 5 as well.
Just underway on mat 7. It's Ballard's Allison Baker, a senior, wrestling Jadalyn Daly, junior from Davenport.
At 130, Delaney Westcott, South Central Calhoun, Gracie Leslie of Nevada.
And get some other new mats happening out there. Mat 6 along with mat 5. We'll get you updated on the wrestlers as they come out onto the mat. Mat 5, it'll be Rianne Holt from Williamsburg and Taylor Moser from Central Elkader. On mat 6, Taylor Atwell from Perry and Adeline Minahan, a freshman out of Trainer.
We'll take a look at that match at mat number 8 is coming down into the third period. Just started this third period, but it is a 4-3 lead for Goot from Missouri Valley. We get a takedown there. That just took her back down to the mat, so no points there. Still a 4-3 lead.
Holt of Williamsburg on mat 5 gets a quick takedown as they work over towards the edge of the mat.
So once again on mat 8, down to 4-4 with a minute 20 left. She went ahead and cut her loose. So next takedown's going to take a big step to winning this match here as it whittles down at the 125-pound weight class.
And a chance at a pin on mat 6 as we got action down there. Perry Atwell and does complete the pin. Quick work over there in 59 seconds for Taylor Atwell. The senior gets the win. On mat 5, also action happening down there as it is Holt who's got Moser in trouble. On mat 8, also action over there. We're bouncing all around here on our four mats. And Goot taking control. Well, that has been a nip-tuck match.
Yeah, I got 2 points for a takedown and then another 3 points for a near fall. So that went from a 4-4 tie up to a 9-4 lead for Goot from Missouri Valley.
A couple of new wrestlers coming out there. Mats 5 and 6. We'll get you updated on those. No score with Daly and Baker on mat 7. 9-4 as mentioned on mat 8. On mat number 6, it'll be South Central Calhoun's Delaney Westcott against Gracie Leslie from Nevada. And on mat 5, Addison Applehans and Nicole Bond doing battle. Holding on for the win, it was Leah Goot from Missouri Valley as she gets the win. Good hard-fought match over there.
It was much closer than the score indicated, but sometimes that's the way it happens.
No score. We do have a takedown quickly over on mat 5. As that was by Applehans. And we are underway on mat number 8. Action on mat 7 and a pin. Quick work over there.
Looks like Baker from Ballard with the pin.
Allison Baker, a senior. We'll see her career continue here with the win on the consolation side of the bracket. Takedown on mat 6 as Gracie Leslie able to get the 2. Trying to walk that through on mat 5. Look at that. That was an advanced move up there by Nicole Bond.
Bond able to roll through there, yeah.
Had the ankle there and was walking that thing all the way through with the top control. Not able to get back points though. Let's take a look back over on mat 6. Leslie with a 2-0 lead over there as they come to a close in the period.
Got an injury default here on mat 7, it looks like. The Algona wrestler, Gorham, is going to be the winner there over Anderson, who looks like she's got her arm in a sling, so that's not a good sign, but an injury default there. It was nice of her to come out and at least present herself at the match. So,
mat 8, new wrestlers out there. A freshman from Bettendorf at 125 pounds. It's Nessa Salmani and Ava Heisey of Waverly Shell Rock.
I think both these teams are in the team hunt, correct? Bettendorf and Waverly Shell Rock are both compete for that team score, so that could be a big one towards helping get their team more ahead or back in the scheme of things.
4-2 still to score on mat 5. Bond with the lead over Applehans. Mat 6, Leslie, a 2-0 lead over Westcott of South Central Calhoun. And mat 8, no score with Heisey and Salmani. As we bounce over to mat 7, it is Smith from Fort Madison and Miklas of Perry taking the mat.
Got some back points on mat 5. Is that Bond getting the back points there? It looks like it, yep. Got some back points, 2 extra back points, so it'll be a 6-2 lead in the second period with just a little bit over a minute to go in that second period.
Quick escape on mat 8 and a 1-0 lead for Ava Heisey from Waverly Shell Rock, the senior. Wrestling freshman Nessa Salmani of Bettendorf. Salmani was trying to gum up with the big throw. Couldn't bring the head and arm along with her, though. As they tie up near the edge of the mat. Locked up on mat 6. And trying to get things.
Yeah, she's been
tight.
leg riding down there and just doesn't know what to, just can't get a good, she got 2 more back points there, but haven't been seeing very many leg rides today from any individuals, but she's trying to see if she can get her stretched out and get the extra back points.
And locked up it is Nicole Bond of Red Oak. Has already built the lead up to 9-2 and looking for more back points. Final 12 seconds over there of the period. Locked up tight again. Does she have time to get the pin? She does.
3 seconds left to go there in the second period.
Nicole Bond with the win from Red Oak. And we got action on mat 6 with Leslie and Westcott battling over there.
Back points being given there. 30 seconds
tight.
into the third period there. She's got that tight. I think that's going to be a pin here shortly. There we go.
Well, an early deficit. Leslie able to come back and get the win. Gracie Leslie of Nevada with the win at 130 pounds. On mat 7, it is Fort Madison's Mara Smith against Charity Mickles of Perry. 1-0 remains the score on mat 8 with Heisey. We'll take a quick timeout, come back. You're watching the Girls State Athletic Union Girls State Wrestling Meet presented by Iowa Farm Bureau.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Welcome back once again to Coralville and Extreme Arena. Trent Condon, Austin Oliver with you, Mats 5 through 8 here as we wrestle in the consolation side of the brackets. Just final as it was Ava Heisey with the win by fall at 130 pounds for Waverly Shell Rock. A big one there. Get you up to date on mat 5. Maddie Jansen of Southwind wrestling Tiana Tietzen of Denver. Mat 6, Ella Anlaker of Urbandale and Maggie Wagner from Anamosa. Mat 7, it is Mara Smith from Fort Madison and Charity Mickles of Perry. Mickles with the 2-1 lead there. Just underway on mat 8, Noelle Bucker from Ballard and Olivia Villegas from East Sac County. A whole lot of bounds on mat 7, 4-1 the score. Miklas with the lead.
Just got a takedown right as you were calling that, who was on that mat.
Wagner with a quick takedown on mat 6. The Anamosa senior. As they go into the second period there. Working the ankle on mat 5 is Tietzen of Denver. Trying to get that trip back behind. Comes to the front side, now the back side. Back and forth, it gets the takedown. Good work from Tiana.
I actually think it was, she was down. I think she was just getting her back down on the mat, so there was no points.
Right. Yep.
And she did just get a reverse or an escape there. So it is Jansen taking a 1-0 lead there. I was thinking the same thing you were, and then I saw that they didn't give any points when she went down, so I figured it must be that.
So it's 1-0. Check that. Jansen with the lead at 135 pounds on mat 5. 6-1 now the score for Miklas of Perry.
And they just went into the third period, so they got about a minute 28 left to go in the third period. So that's still a contentious match there.
Two our score on mat 6. Ann Liker of Urbandale and Maggie Wagner from Anamosa. Ann Liker with the top ride over there in a tie match.
Dar and I were discussing Anliker is a very well-known soccer player for Dowling, so doing a dual sports here at the state tournament and wrestling as well. We both thought the name sounded familiar, and we had to figure it out. So
6-2 the score. Miklas with the lead for Perry on mat 7.
She's going to get some back points there as well. There's a pin for her. Mickles got a pin there on mat 7. That was 50 seconds left to go in the third period.
As the wrestler from Perry gets the pinfall. And a win at 130 pounds. Moving through the consolation side of the bracket, we got quarterfinals coming up after the completion of this round, and then more consolation matches happening after that. So a lot of wrestling here in front of us here this evening.
On deck, mat 7 at 140 pounds from Mid-Prairie, Grace Conway.
The upper left hand and the upper right hand corner, we both have good matches here, both moving into the third period here shortly. The left one, Jansen and Tietzen, are already in the third period. Both scored 1 each there, so they're tied up at 1. And then Anliker and Wagner on mat 6. Wagner's leading by 1 going into the third period.
On mat 7, new wrestlers out there. It'll be Osterkamp from Dubuque Hempstead and Eliana Kuhl, freshman out of West Lyon. Tight scores throughout here as we wrestle in the consolation round. Osterkamp with the quick takedown on mat 7. And the takedown on mat 8 for Noelle Bucker from Ballard. As the final seconds tick off the clock there in the period, we'll go to the third.
Jansen and Tetson out there on mat 5, still 1-1 with 20 seconds left to go here in the third period.
Trying to ride that thing out. Don't want to give the escape here in the final seconds.
Did get her back to the ground, so we got 2 points for the takedown. Jansen has the lead.
Good solid takedown there on mat 6. Working on top, trying to get that pin.
Anliker with the pin. Came back, she was down early and was down 4-5 when she got her pushed over onto her back and got the pin.
That trailed that match at 1.52 and comes all the way back and gets the pin, moves on with the victory at 135 pounds.
And then Jansen did get pick up the win up there on mat 5, a 3-1 winner over Tetson of Denver. Have 2 new matches coming out on mat 5 and mat 6.
Bucker of Ballard leading now by a score of 7-1. We got a stall call underneath. Still 2-0 Osterkamp with the lead on mat 7. As we get some new wrestlers out on the mat, mat 5 and 6. As will be Bachman of NFL Marmac and Archenega of Osage on mat 5. Mat 6, Rivera against Mulder. Mulder of DCG, that's a name I remember. Older brother, cousin maybe. Part of the wrestling community up there at Dallas Center Grimes on mat 6. 3-2 our score on mat 7 as Osterkamp holds the lead. And we got a potentially dangerous on mat 8 in the final 17 seconds there with Bucker with the lead. On mat 5, trouble down there. And also trouble on mat 7 and a pin.
Yeah, West Lyon, Coy came back and pinned her with a cradle there, right?
Wow.
She was down in that match too, so just down by 1, but definitely good comeback there.
On mat 5, it is Mackenzie Bachman of NFL Marmac with the lead. Here on mat 8, and it is a final as Noelle Bucker gets the win from Ballard. On mat 6, 2-0 our score, and there are still 20 seconds remaining there in the period as it is Rivera of Denison Schleswig leading Bella Mulder from DCG. Mat 7 underway. Mid-Prairie is Grace Conway and Naomi Templeman from Raccoon River Northwest. Still 2-0 lead for Bachman of MFL Marmac on mat 5. Leading Archenega of Osage. And scoreless here in the bottom 2 mats, mats 7 and 8 for us. Nearest to where our outpost is here at beautiful Extreme Arena. Archenega gets to her feet, turns to face, trying to break that leg free and get the escape. Still 20 seconds remaining in the period.
She's got a lot of action up there on mat 6 there. We got a stall call and then a reversal, a takedown and a reversal looks like. See if they update the score here. Does it look like 2-2 in the second period there?
Mulder able to come back after giving up the takedown in the first. On mat 7, locked up tight there, 36 seconds left, and there is the pin. Ends quickly, and the victory on mat 7.
For Conway, Mid-Prairie.
Senior Grace Conway gets the win. On mat 8, Anastasia Simon from Decorah wrestling Ellie Brenneman out of Mid-Prairie.
Got mat 5 there. Little fireman's carry went right to the back for Bachman. She's going to get a takedown and some extra back points. Already a 4-1 lead. That'll be jacked up to 7-1 with a minute 40 left to go in the second period.
And also action on mat 6, trying to get the turn. Oh, locked up.
There's
beautiful by
Quick
Mulder. Wow. Well, once you get that thing turned over.
Stacked her right up, yeah. Whew.
Impressive. Bella Mulder with the pin for Dallas Center Grimes.
Heck, that match was 2-2 going into that pinning combination, so great job out of her.
Lead 7-3 after a reversal from Archenega of Osage. But Bachman has the lead there as they wrestle in the second period. Bredman leads 2-0 on mat 8 over Simon. And new wrestlers on the mat, mat 7. Tyla Stifle from East Buck and Mia Garvey out of Mid-Prairie.
Garvey's in trouble here. Got that arm bar and she twisted that. Hasn't got any back points yet, but it's just half a second away from getting some counts there. There we go, starting to get the count with 43 seconds left to go here in the first period.
Referee trying to find that angle, get a good look at it.
Seems to settle back, get that more chest to chest, and get that weight right on the gal's chest there to get the pin, but she's fighting hard with just 20 seconds left to go here in the first period.
Simon with back points on mat 8 for Decorah. He was able to get the turn against Brenneman.
On deck on mat 3.
As they'll go to the third period on mat 5, a 7-3 lead for Bachman. Near the edge of the mat, working on mat 6, and
Stifle with the pin down there.
with a second left in the period.
First period, wow. She worked her over pretty hard there for about the last 45 seconds of the match, and finally got the pin there with 1 second left to go.
And the victory for Taylor Stifle. (4-2) our score here with Simon on mat 8, and she's trying to get the cradle, and she has locked that one up with 30 seconds remaining in the period. She's got the pack points, trying to turn it again.
Osage came back with a pin.
Wow.
Arcianega got a pin.
Down 7-3 entering the period. And her state tournament will continue with the win there at 135 pounds. Another big one for the team race. Osage came into the session 6th place. On mat 6, it'll be BC LUW SH's Taya Hollingsworth with a quick takedown there over Heineck of Prairie, and that one wrapped up. On mat 7, Cassidy Fiala, a 2-0 lead over Dana.
She's got a pinning combination there on mat 7 here. That's a pin right there for Fiala.
Good call there.
Quick work out of there. 52-second pin in the first period for Fiala.
Simon still with the 4-2 lead on mat 8 as they come down to the final period there. On mat 5, it is Haley Setrum from Linn-Mar and Lucy Conan out of Manson Northwest Webster. Mat 6, Raccoon River Northwest, Addison Herrick and Lily Lockey out of Eagle Grove.
And Lockey's got a real tight headlock there, just right on the edge of the mat. It looks like she's going to get a pin there. We've got a lot of time left in that first period here for her to fight that right on the edge of the mat there. Kind of got a referee kind of blocking our view right there on mat 6, and probably your guys' view as well. There he goes. Gets out of the way for us to kind of see what's going on.
Trying to lean back into that one there.
Just got to try to get that head off the ground to let that not be a fulcrum point for bridging there. And she's just doing so right now, and then she's just settling right down into it.
Reversal on mat 8. Anastasia Simon regains the lead against Brenneman out of Mid-Prairie, 6-4. Inside of 50 seconds to wrestle in that. Mat 7, Emily Spurgeon from Pella, wrestling Claire Miller of Denison Schleswig.
Pin for Lockey from Eagle Grove. 32 seconds left to go in the first period over Herrick from
Raccoon River
Northwest. These acronyms we were talking as we came in here, we're just going to have to work with these as well, as good as we can here. Some of them don't roll off the tongue real well
right.
yet.
2-0 lead for Spurgeon of Pella on mat 7. And now Simon has added 2 more, leading 8-4. Final 24 seconds, but a quick reversal from Brenneman. 8-6. Now she's going to try to work for a turn. 10 seconds left. Trying to get that crossface in there and then come in with the half. Not much time left. Final 3 seconds. And holding on for the victory, Decorah's Anastasia Simon gets the win. 8-6, the final there. Spurgeon leading 5-1 over Miller on mat 7. Out to the mat on mat 5. Still no score with Conan and Setrum. And new wrestlers on mat 6. Jocelyn Boardwell out of West Fork, wrestling Maddie Pullis out Fort Dodge. Now turn through on mat 7, and Spurgeon from Pella. Right as the period comes to a close, a couple more back points for her. Spurgeon looking good out there early. A nice double leg on mat 8. Quick takedown right away. Kabelka out of East Buck with the takedown of Schnur. Gets that arm bar in. And now has it locked.
This is going to be tight if she.
Oh, good breakthrough.
Slipped out.
Sheldon South O'Brien's Alyssa Schnur. That's never fun when you're feeling that arm go back behind you. She was able to break free. Good, hard, aggressive wrestling there underneath. But right back to work again. There's Kabalka.
There's a pin. Yep.
And the pin. Wow. Impressive out of the sophomore from East Buck. Andalyn Kabaka advances on with the victory on mat 5.
Got a pin there as well.
Finish off over there.
Setrum. Nope, that was Conan. Conan, yep. Conan with the win over Setrum.
And that was scoreless for a while there with 48 seconds left in the second period. And the victory. And how about that? A quick turnaround on mat 7. Claire Miller of Denison Schleswig down 10-3. So we see a couple of big comebacks there. We'll take a quick timeout, catch our breath as we continue. This is the Girls High School Athletic Union State Wrestling Meet presented by Iowa Farm Bureau.
University of Iowa Sports Medicine is a community service center. We know you like to keep your body healthy. We also know that activity level to keep yourself healthy can lead to injury. Our sports medicine experts can provide treatments such as physical therapy, surgery, or something in between. Why go anywhere else other than where the Hawkeyes go to stay on top of their game?
Across Iowa, you don't have to look far to find a bank that's got your back. From just around the corner to the next town over, hundreds of neighborhood banks are going the distance to ensure your future looks brighter than ever. By providing jobs, supporting local businesses, strengthening communities, and helping your dreams become reality. Here, the life you build is backed by Iowa banks. See how banks are making a difference near you at iowabankers.com.
Welcome back to Coralville Extreme Arena, the first officially sanctioned Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union State Wrestling Meet presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. I'm Trent Condon, Austin Oliver alongside of me as we come back to live action here. Let's get up to date on everything happening out on the mats. Kick off on mat 5. Scoreless, it's Callie Gibbons of Mason City and Lauren Luzum of Decorah. Mat 6, it's Pullis of Fort Dodge leading 4-1 against Boardwell from West Fork. No score with Casey Huss from MOC Floyd Valley and Sadie Schallbrock from Crestwood Cresco. And on mat 8, Cedar Falls, Lauren Nicholas and Rousen of Pleasantville. And a scoreless matchup as we wrestle here up to 155 pounds on 3 of our mats, 145 on mat 5.
To get some back points on mat 6 there. Boardwell had a really tight pinning combination there, but Pullis was able to fight through and get out of it. Looks like she's trying to run that half Nelson again, getting out of position a little bit here.
And get the flip and the choice over on mat 7 as they go to the second period. Hard ride up top from Rosen of PV. And a scoreless matchup. Wrestling Nicholas from Cedar Falls. There is the escape of the point for Rousen.
Cedar Falls, another one of them that's in the race for the team title as well.
Cedar Falls comes in 5th place as the session started today. We'll get you up to date after the consolation round on the scoring update. And then quarterfinal action will begin, followed by another round of consolation matches here. Over on mat 5, we got some blood time over there.
So at mat 6, we've got a good one coming right down to it. Just got a minute 20 left to go in the 3rd period. It's a 6-4 lead for Boardwell. They're on their feet right now, so a takedown by either wrestler could do a big change. Looks like I think we just tied it up, 6-6. That's right. Minute left to go, just a minute left to go here in the 3rd period.
Well, now you're working for that escape. Final minute. Trying to take the lead back. Oh, reaching back for the head, though. Dangerous. Don't want to be caught doing that.
She's going to maybe reach over her head right here and be able to keep running it here. She's trapped that arm, what she pulled over the head. Now she's using it against her. Wouldn't be surprised if we get a potentially dangerous call on here. It's bended pretty precariously. That was close.
So as they work down in their final 30 seconds. Still 3-0 on mat 7. Huss with the lead. And Rousen maintains a 1-0 lead. As Nicholas from Cedar Falls on mat 8 will take the down spot. Quickly gets to her feet. Trying to break the hands free and tie it up. And no turn to tie. Now over on the edge of the mat. They'll break free though. 6-6 on mat 6. Boardwell from West Fork and Fort Dodge's Pullis.
Looks like this one's going to be going to overtime. Fort Dodge wrestler rides her out for the rest of the period.
Period 3 tough ride out there.
It was. So we'll go back up to our feet in overtime. It'll be a sudden death takedown here. First takedown wins. I think every overtime I've seen all day today has ended in a takedown here as Fort Dodge wrestler Pullis drives right in on a double and just turns the corner and gets the takedown for the win. 8-6 over Boardwell.
And the victory in overtime there. And Maddie Pullis with the win. On mat 5, we'll lose them of Decorah. 2-0 over Callie Gibbons from Mason City. As they wrestle in the 2nd period. 5-0 now the score on mat 7 as Casey Huss has the lead. Wrestling Sadie Schulbrock from Cresco.
So mat 5, the Rousen-Nicholas match down there is 5-2 with Nicholas being up right now. Just 24 seconds left to go here in the 3rd period. Takedown by Rousen. Is going to need some more help as well for there too, but not being too aggressive yet. Trying to look for that takedown.
New wrestlers on mat 6. It'll be Leah Grimm from Osage and Jessa DeMoss out of Benton Community.
Mat 8 is over. Nicholas from Cedar Falls with the win at the 5-2.
Another victory for Cedar Falls on mat 7. Locked up tight over there.
And that's Crestwood with the pin. She's down 5-2. She got the pin.
With three
seconds left to go in the match to win the match.
All the way to the last moments, but it's enough.
She could have held out without the pin. It would have been a 5-5 tie. Maybe gone over to overtime. Tough way to lose.
Sadie Schulbrock will move on. The senior sees her career continue with the victory. 2-0 still the score over there, and more blood time it looks like.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. The bloody nose just came out again. So mat 5 is going to be on some hiatus for a few minutes while they get that cleaned up.
See on mat 6, Leah Grimm of Osage. She has that big wrap around the face Suffered a facial injury earlier this season. Outstanding softball player. You see that mask and keeping everything safe there.
Yeah, not one of the funnest things to be able to do, but Mat 8, we got some back points here. Still in the first period, just 47 seconds into the first period. She's got it locked up with a nice headlock here.
Some new wrestlers we haven't mentioned. It is Hutton Speaker from I-35 and Russell out of Clinton.
I don't know if she's gotten back points yet. I don't know if we've gotten any points yet on that, have we?
Yeah.
They have not.
I haven't
given up
nothing
any
awarded,
points.
yeah.
And she had that headlock in, and the Hutton Spiker was able to fight her way out of it and got the takedown.
On mat 7, Kia Meek out of Riverside, Oakland, and Chloe Hemmersbach from Waukon just underway. Hemmersbach with the takedown and a 2-0 lead. No score remains. Check that 2-0 with Grimm getting a takedown on mat 6 and mat 5. They continue to work through the blood time over there. About ready to go back to live action.
Still a really close match over there, just 2-0.
Mat 8 locking things up over there, trying to get the pin as Hutton Speaker from I-35. 7 seconds left, gets the pin with 6 on the clock. And the victory for the Roadrunner, Sierra Hutton Speaker. Mat 7.
Got a pin there as well.
And a victory for Chloe Hemmersbach out of Waukon. Junior with the win, her 38th of the season.
Trent, it seems like we just kind of got into overdrive with some of these matches. A lot of pins here.
Yeah. On mat 7, a few new wrestlers out there. We'll get you up to date on all the new wrestlers out there on the mat. Still 2-0 Luzum, of Decorah leading Gibbons on mat 5. 3-0 lead for Grimm of Osage on mat 6. Now 5-1 against Jessa DeMoss of Benton Community.
And Grimm's just got a takedown and almost had some back points there too. Took her right down to her back. That'll lengthen her lead there to 7-1. 30 seconds left to go in the second period.
Mat 7, Elaine Babcock from Pella and Taryn Beamer out of Mason City. On mat 8, Sheridan Enklin from Western Dubuque wrestling Grace Fort from Waco Wayland. 5-0 now the lead for Lauren Luzum from Decorah. She's extended that lead forward. Grimm's got the half in, gets the turn.
It's not, so we're out of time. Ran out of time.
Right as the period came to a close. Deep on the takedown, and it is a finish on mat 7 for Elaine Babcock of Pella. As Babcock gets the early lead. No score on mat 8. Final 40 seconds there.
Mat 5's back into some blood time there. We're fixing that bloody nose up one more time. I think it's the third stoppage for the match. Here on mat 8, takedown right to the back. And a pin.
Sheridan Enkelin with the pin for Western Dubuque as she gets the win over Fort. Had a flurry of activity. On mat 7, we are tied up after the escape from Karen Beamer from Mason City, a freshman. And Babcock out of Pella. 12-1 now the score for Leah Grimm out of Osage. As they wrestle in the third period, top position for Grimm. Osage also in the team race, came into the session in 6th place, but they are perfect so far here in their consolation matches, at least on our side of the mats that we've seen, 3-0. Over here, they still have 2 on the front side of the bracket. Quarterfinals will be coming up here in just a little bit. Locked up tight on mat 5 for a pinfall up there. Decorah's Luzum. Lauren Luzum at 145.
I think she's going to survive there without giving up the pin, but it'll be Luzum for a win for Decorah, 5-0. Maybe some back points there as well. No, I must have got him up there already. And I think that's a final there. That looks right. Yep. Final for Luzum.
So another win there. Let's jump back. And Grimm again.
Piling up the points there.
Up to
that should be a tech fall there.
Three more.
Call
and
match.
17-1, Leah Grimm with the victory for the Green Devils of Osage. She goes to 37-5 on the season with the win. Tied up 2-2 on mat 7, Babcock and Beamer. And on mat 8, Braylon Wagler out of Waco Wayland and McKenna Broadhead out of Denver. 2-0 lead for Broadhead. Over on the edge of the mat. 40 seconds. New wrestlers also on mat 5. It's Ridgeview's Dania Werner and out of Mid Prairie, Ellie Callahan. On mat 6, Glorious Fridley from Southeast Warren Melcher Dallas, wrestling Jesse Hutchinson from Newton.
And Trent, just over the loudspeaker, as they wind down the match here, we're at 235 on a couple of these matches, 170 on them. We'll be rounding this match up. They said that the championship matches will be on 3, 4, 5, and 6, and the consolation ones will be on 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 on the outside. So the middle mats will be the ones where the championship matches are going to be occurring. If I heard it correctly, I believe that's what they said.
Makes sense over there. We'll keep an eye on that one. We'll spotlight, of course, all of our matches here, but keep a little closer eye on those quarterfinal matches here on the front side of the bracket as we watch here the first ever sanctioned girls state wrestling tournament from the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, and it's presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. Trent Condon alongside Austin Oliver. Thanks for joining us here as we wrestle towards the end of our opener of the consolation matches here in the second session. Sold out in session 1, another packed house here. Again, it is Broadhead out of Denver. Nearly had that one turned up. Over on mat 6, there's some action over there with Hutchinson out of Newton trying to apply the pressure. Leaning back, got the takedown. Don't know if she got any back points.
She's got a cradle now. She's going to roll the cradle right over her own back. That's going to be a pin there. Looks like she's bouncing up on the shoulders. A pin for Hutchinson of Newton.
Strong work there in the first period at 170 pounds in the pinfall for the senior here. Back on mat 8, and again it is Broadhead. Will get back points and advance the lead. Double it up now, 4-0 is the score.
We need a Mason City coach to the head table, please.
On mat 5, 2-1 is the score there. Ellie Callahan with the lead over Werner. Blood time is wrapped up on mat 7 with Babcock and Bamer. Back to the feet, and there's an escape on mat 7. And the lead goes back for Taryn Beamer of Mason City.
I feel like this one's going to come right down to the wire.
New wrestlers on mat 6, Elizabeth Callahan out of West Marshall and Emma Cook from Colfax Mingo. Three to 2 as the period comes to the close on mat 7. Trying to lean back and walk through the turn on mat 5. And there's some back points coming.
Minute 22 to get that adjustment. They got a pin there.
So finishes off the victory. Ridgeview's Dania Werner with the win.
That was Callahan.
Oh, check that.
Yep, Callahan with the No, is it? Yeah, you were right. You were right, Warner.
Went down 2-1, came back and got it.
It looks like she's got a green thing on her on her anklet still, but must just be part of her sock. But it definitely was the red wrestler. My apologies, Trent, on that one. You're right. We got somebody on their back on mat 6 here.
And there is the pin and the victory as Wagler is able to come back and get the win. Down 5-2, the victory. And on mat 6, also the same, a pinfall over there. So back-to-back pins. Is the action heating up here as we come towards the end of the period. There is injury time down on mat 7. As we bounce up to mat 5. At 190 pounds from Decorah, Cameron Steinis, a sophomore against Leah Stewart of Charles City. A couple of Northeast Iowa wrestlers. Gonna guess they've probably clashed a time or two in the past as they do battle here in the state tournament. On mat 8, a couple of new wrestlers also out there on the mat. It's Briar Luddeman of Cedar Falls and Emma Daniels of Carroll. We'll come back with the conclusion here of the consolation round when we continue. This is a state wrestling meet presented by Iowa Farm Bureau.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
Welcome back again to Coralville and Extreme Arena. Trent Condon alongside Austin Oliver. Girls State Wrestling Meet. Let's get you up to date on everything going on. On mat 5, it is Cameron Steinis leading 2-0 over Leah Stewart of Charles City. On mat 6, just underway, Caitlin Brokus from Dubuque Hempstead and Abigail Lang out of Iowa Falls Alden. Mat 7, Charles City's Ava Thompson wrestling McKenna Fetters out of Martinsdale St. Mary's. And on mat 8, Briar Luddeman and Emma Daniels of Carroll on the mat. Final matches here in the consolation round. We'll get ready for the quarterfinals coming around shortly. We're here with you through the conclusion of that round, and then of course we will advance on to another round of consolations. Busy night of wrestling here in the first ever Girls State Wrestling Tournament sanctioned by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Out of bounds after the escape on mat 5 as Steinis of Decorah extends her lead to 3-0. Minute 30 to wrestle there.
Mat 5 there was a takedown by Brokus from Dubuque Hempstead to start the scoring out for that match.
Still scoreless on mats 7 and 8. And fighting in the middle of the mat on mat 5.
Nice double leg takedown on mat 5 for Stewart. That brings the scoring up a little bit closer, 3-2 in her matchup against Steins from Decorah.
No back points, but does get the takedown. Brokus continues the 2-0 lead for Dubuque Hempstead on mat 6. And now 2-0 on mat 8. And 2 goes the way of Luddeman from Cedar Falls.
Call out of bounds there on mat 5, mat 6 there. Got 3 back points, 2 back points, 2 reversal, and then 2 back points. So we had a flurry of scoring there on mat 6 there all of a sudden. And it looks like it puts us at a 4-4 tie with 8 seconds left to go in the first period.
You get all that written down for us there?
Holy cow.
Official's going to come over and confer just to make sure of it. Like to see that all the time, too.
Yeah, the referee did very systematically call each one of those calls very deliberately after he whistled off the edge of the mat there.
2 on mat 5 as Stewart gets another deuce and ties it up 4-4 now. After trailing early on, she's battled back. The Comet out of Charles City.
Injury time on mat 7 here.
Mat 8 now 2-1. As Emma Daniels able to get the escape. Final 5 seconds of the second period there. As they lock up and the period will come to a conclusion. And a stall and out of bounds on mat 5. Stall warning there for Stewart. A minute 40 to go over there. In the third period. Out of bounds, Letterman trying to get free. She'll come back to the middle on mat 8. Daniels with the top right out of Carroll. A couple of youngsters at 235, 2 freshmen. And the escape as Letterman extends her lead now to 3-1. 1-0 lead. Ava Thompson from Charles City gets the escape. Turning the corner and
big move over on mat 5 there. Holy cow, where the takedown went right to her back in about 3 seconds. Steins with the pin with 1:03 left to go in the third period.
And gets the win, and Steines on a back and forth affair. She had the lead early on. Stewart came all the way back, tied it up, but then Steines ends up with the pin and the victory for the Vikings from Decorah. Mat 8, a takedown. We're tied up again with Emma Daniels of Carroll and Ludeman from Cedar Falls.
And I think they must have had the score wrong, because it looks like it's 6-3 now, because it was definitely tied up when we talked about it there. That's what I was looking at. They got a score of 6-3, so maybe they put it on the wrong side. I'm not really sure.
6-3 the score. Briar Letterman with the lead, and now she's leaning back into it.
That's
applying that pressure. 30 seconds, trying to bridge her way into a pin. And on mat 7, it is a victory for McKenna Fetters of Martinsdale St. Mary's.
You get a pin up there on mat 6.
Wrapping up there as Brocus.
Dubuque Hempstead with the pin, yep.
Out of Dubuque Hempstead gets the win. And the junior with her 20th victory of the season.
This looks like we're down to the final match of this round here. Mat 8.
And a couple of youngsters out there, 2 freshmen. Emma Daniels from Carroll, Briar Letterman out of Cedar Falls. 9-3 the score, final 8 seconds of the match. As the final seconds tick away, well, we wrap up another round here in the 2023 State Wrestling Championships from the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. It's presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. Well, we got the quarterfinals right around the corner. Looking forward to what should be an entertaining evening of wrestling here from Coralville, as we will have the quarterfinals along with another round of consolations happening here from Extreme Arena. Fun round here. Austin enjoyed that.
Very much so. Went quick.
We'll take a quick timeout, come back, get ready for the quarterfinals for the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union State Wrestling Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. We're back with more in a moment.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
Fairway knows meat, right? They've been doing it for over 80 years. You hear customers talk about the meat everywhere you go.
Everybody loves coming in and picking out a beautiful steak.
We're there to serve you. And so that's why it is special.
Most of us that are working back there, we would probably be called foodies.
That's their passion. They love to go home and cook.
I don't know if I'm a foodie. I think I'm kind of a steak snob, probably.
People hand cutting steaks every single day, working the counter, making sure that everybody knows when they get home they have the best in town.
Welcome back once again to Quarterfinal and Extreme Arena. Trent Condon, Austin Oliver, as we get ready for the next round of wrestling. Quarterfinals and consolations will continue. In Austin, did you say we will have Matt's 5 and 6 for the quarterfinals?
It'll be 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we will have, on our end, it'll be 5 and 6 for quarterfinals, and then consolation round 3 on Matt 7 and 8 for us.
On mat 6, I see Gable Heeman of Osage wrestling Robertson from Mid-Prairie. On mat 5, get you updated here in just a moment. On mat 5, it is Mia Kurth from Waukon and Maya Roush out of Cedar Rapids Prairie. Mat 7, Haley Kemper from Fort Madison and Ava McNeil of Lewis Central.
McNeil with quick work there has got a takedown and looked to get some back points. Got 2 back points as well, so 4-0 lead right 25 seconds into the match.
Mat 8, Elliott of Newton and Etchen of Ridgeview.
Several of these wrestlers we just saw perform here, so some of these names are definitely looking familiar. So
quick turnaround and get right back out there on the mat and try to advance. Still got to win 2 more matches to get on that podium if you're on the back side of the bracket. And again, that'll be matches 7 and 8 here out of our coverage with Matt's 5 and 6. We'll have the quarterfinals. Gable Heeman with a quick takedown on mat 6 for Osage. One of the top wrestlers in that sophomore class.
She's got a deep arm bar there. She's really running it out to the sides. Definitely going to get some back points out of this, if not a pin. Oh, there, quick pin.
Wow. Quick work over there, wraps that one up, and just 31 seconds, Gable Heeman on to the semifinals with the pinfall in 31 seconds for the Green Devils. And quick work also on mat 8 as Elizabeth Elliott gets the win. Also some trouble on mat 7 as Ava McNeil of Lewis Central.
They're going to call off the edge of the mat there. They'll go moving back into the middle, but some back points there, I think.
The Lewis Central coaching staff did not agree with that.
No.
On deck mat 8 at 110 pounds from Linmar, Kate Siri, and from Humboldt, Sophia Harris.
I'll get you up on the new wrestlers out there on mat 5, no score with Roush and Kurth. Mat 6, it'll be Layla Phillips of Mason City and Maya Humlasek of Lewis Central. And wrapped up quickly on mat 7, it'll be Ava McNeil with the win, the senior. Moves on the backside of the bracket for the Titans. Mat 8, Southeast Polk. Hersum from SEP, wrestling Chloe Sheffield out of Decorah.
Looks like on mat 6, it looks like Phillips with an early lead, 2-0 takedown there with a minute left to go in the first period.
On mat 7, Alexis Colbert from Osage and Ella McNamee from Mount Pleasant will wrestle. Right away, McNamee in on a single and gets the quick takedown. 17 seconds in. 1-0, our first point of the match on mat 5 as Roush was able to get to her feet and get the escape. Wrestling in the second period there.
I think mat 5 is kind of what you expect out of a semifinal match or a quarterfinal match here. Just a 1-0 lead there, no takedowns yet, just that escape. Minute left to go here in the second period for that grouping.
Colbert able to get free on mat 7, but right back to the leg and a single leg takedown for Ella McNamee out of Mount Pleasant. She'll give away the other escape. There's a takedown on mat 5 as Kurth takes the lead for the first time, now 2-1, leading Roush. As they wrestle out on the edge. 2-0 remains the score on mat 6 with Phillips leading. And still no score on mat 8. Southeast Polk's Carissa Hersum and Chloe Sheffield out of Decorah.
Sheffield, they give her any points? Yeah, they gave her some points. Had a nice little shuck by and got around there, but immediate escape by Hermson to put that match at 2-1 right at the end of the first period.
2-2 over on mat 5 with Roush and Kurth as they'll move on to the third period, 2 minutes on. Got a quick cover over there. Like the official checking on maybe the hold of the elbow. Cover too quickly, whatever it was. They're back ready for live action. Here's Sheffield of Decorah. And that arm across, not able to finish it up, goes right back into the leg. Inside on the single leg. Coming back around though is Hermson. And finally an escape, tied up 2-2. 6-3 on mat 7, our score. And now it is a McNamee.
Starting to sink in that reverse half Nelson there. Colbert does a good job of rolling through, and then McNamee just pulls her right back. So she's got three, looks like 2 bonus points. Yep, 2 bonus points. That'll put the lead up to 6-3 or 8-3.
Still a minute 15 left there in the second period.
Looks like she's going for more. She's going for the pin now.
Had it locked up for a moment. Tight there again, and there it is. The pin for Ella McNamee beating Alexis Colbert out of Osage. Let's go to mat 5. 3-2 now the score after the escape for Mia Kurth of walk-on and Maya Roush from Cedar Rapids Prairie. Final seconds over there. Down to 40 still to wrestle. Mat 6, 4-1 Phillips of Mason City as they're going with some injury time in that one. Mat 7 out on the mat. Riley Hartman of Olwine and Nora Bacchus from Ankeny. 4-2 now the score as Hermson of Southeast Polk has taken the lead. Final seconds of the second period tick off over there. Quick takedown on mat 7 for Hartman. And now back to the feet, back and forth they go. Hartman had the takedown. Bacchus, they're back and forth, 3-2 early on. .20 seconds to go in the period. 3-2 the score on mat 5. The winner punches their ticket into the semifinals.
Looks like there's some injury time on mat 5, so that'll get those two wrestlers taken away. 3-2 lead for Kurth. Match seems to be gone for a long time there.
It has been. We've had some injury time over there. Very tight matchup. Two outstanding wrestlers trying to move on to the Final Four with a win. Let's jump over back to mat 6. Phillips maintains a 4-1 lead over Humlisek of Lewis Central. 3-2, Hartman leading on mat 7 over Bacchus. And it's 4-2, Herzum with the lead against Sheffield on mat 8. Again, mats 5 and 6, those will be your quarterfinal round matches. 7 and 8 will be what you have here for the consolation side of the bracket. And you can check out our other feed. They have mats 1 through 4 over there. Your favorite wrestler happens to be happening over on those matches.
We're going to come right down to the end here on mat 8 here. 3-4 lead for Hermstead from Southeast Polk here. Trying to hold on for the last 45 seconds of the match to get that win to move on.
On deck on mat 4, 110 pounds, Madison Kirby of Williamsburg and Reese Swenson of the Dinshelsburg.
Still cleaning up the blood over on mat 5.
Yeah, looks like they're about ready to go.
A lot of tight matches here as we keep an eye on everything. Herzum has extended her lead to 6-3 on mat 8. 6-1 now the lead for Phillips.
Yeah, mat 7 here has got a cradle right at the edge of the mat. Looks like she's going to be able to keep a hold of that and get some back points here. Minute 34 left to go here in the second period. She does break that. 3 back points.
Back to live action on mat 5. Final 18 seconds. Roush trailing by 2.
So it looks like Phillips with a win on mat 6 there. 6-1 lead.
Takedown and back points on mat 5. Deep in trouble. Final 5 seconds here. It is locked up, the win, and
she get a pin there?
Did not get the pin. Got the 3 back points, but the victory, wow.
It sure looked like he made a movement slapping the mat there. I sounded like he was slapped that mat, but.
Kurth with the win. What a great quarterfinal that was. Mat 7.
Hartman's got Bacchus in trouble here. 50 seconds left to go here in the second period for that match. There's a pin for Hartman of Woolwine.
Herzum of Southeast Polk got the win on mat 8. And Phillips with the win on mat 6 from a moment ago.
On deck on mat 6, Maury Allen, Riverside, Oakland, and Aaliyah McMaster, Valley, West Des Moines. On deck on mat 7,
McKenna Rogers out of Solon, a freshman, will wrestle on mat 5 against Taylor Street out of Bettendorf. Mat 6, Ashlyn Leslie from Nevada and Jasmine Lutke out of Ottumwa. Jasmine Olsen out of Cedar Falls on mat 7, and Kamina Munson and Kate Seary from Linn-Mar and Sophia Harris from Humboldt on mat 8. Quick 2-0 lead for Seary here in front of us on mat 8. 2-0 score on mat 6, but quick injury time over there as Lutke from Ottumwa gets a quick takedown, and also a quick takedown on mat 5, as that is Taylor Street out of Bettendorf.
Mat 7 got a nice deep double here. Switch it over to a single.
Working that head on the outside.
Trying to see if she can get that leg corner, and then she's going to look to do a trip here probably.
Gets the elevation. Trying to bring that thing in towards your midsection.
Cedar Falls wrestlers doing a pretty good job of thwarting any attempt that she's got to get that takedown. It's going to go off the edge of the mat there.
Olsen over there showing some incredible footwork, just staying on that 1 foot and the balance to stay on the foot on top of it. 7-0. Check that. 2-0 the score remains. Now 2-1 with Siri and Harris on mat 8. Back to live action on mat 6. And that was dangerous for a moment. Still with some work over on mat 6.
Some back points there. Puts that lead up to 4-0, I think. But maybe no, that means just 2-0.
Now leading back into it. Referee, he's shuffling over, trying to find the right angle. He does have some back points, I believe.
It's like 3 back points in the back pocket there. There we go.
And they have been awarded, make it 5-0. Jasmine Lutke out of Atumwa, 30-0 on the season. Wrestling the freshman Ashlyn Leslie out of Nevada. 2-0 still to score. Streif with the lead over Rogers. Lutke's going right back to work.
Yeah, Lucky, she got it in tight there. She got the pin that time. 4 seconds left to go in the first period for Ludke.
That has been some solid work out of her and gets the win. As her undefeated run continues here throughout the 2022-23 season. Siri has extended her lead 4-1 on mat 8. On mat 7, 2-0. Munson of Mason City with the lead over Olsen. And still 2-0 Streif leading on mat 5. Mat 5 and 6, those are your quarterfinals. Consolations on mat 7 and 8. Escape got that leg kind of hooked up on mat 8 for a moment. Able to sneak that out of there.
We're in a familiar position here on mat 7 here with that single leg, trying to figure out how to get her down there. Over on mat 6, got an early takedown from Allen.
Molly Allen wrestling McMaster out of Valley. Allen up 2-0. 2-2 now over on mat 5. No, check that, 4-3 now. McKenna Rogers has taken the lead over Streif. And now back the other way. Streif has taken the lead back. Back and forth they go over there. 5-4, Taylor Streif leading McKenna Rogers. An escape over on mat 6 for McMaster for Valley. As they'll work their way back to the middle of the mat. Munson 2-0 lead on mat 7, and it's 4-1 on mat 8.
We'll just be finishing up with the third period there. About 1:20 left to go in that match on mat 8. Siri with the lead of that 4-1, just like Trent said. Another takedown for her.
Got a reversal.
Reversal.
And now he's got the cradle on the edge of the mat. Does she got room? Trying to pull it back. And out of bounds.
That was Harris there, trying to get some back points there to level this match off a little bit. Did we get any back points there? But she counted
mat
there.
6, a victory. Finished off by Allen. Molly Allen of Riverside, Oakland. Undefeated during her sophomore campaign. And another win here in the state quarterfinals. She'll wrestle tomorrow in the semifinals here from Extreme Arena in Coralville. 7-4 our score, final minute on mat 5. As Taylor Streif of Bettendorf, the freshman, wrestling McKenna Rogers, another freshman. Rogers has taken just one loss this year. Streif comes in with a 34-3 record. On mat 6, it is Seck of Sioux City North and Musser out of Anamosa. Quick takedown from Addison Musser out of Anamosa there.
Yeah, they're discussing the score on mat 8 here. It's in the third period here. It wasn't a third. It should be in the third period. It wasn't in the third period just a second ago.
Yeah, I believe third period there.
I don't know what's going on. Now it's showing second period with a minute left to go and a 6-3 score. So I don't think that's right, but it looks like that's what they're going to go with.
Out of bounds on mat 7, a stall warning in a 2-2 match. Musser holds a 2-0 lead, and Streif is going to hold things off and get the victory. A reversal on mat 6, and now a 4-3 lead for Musser out of Anamosa. Streif with the victory on mat 5, moves on to the quarterfinals. As we take a pause here, you're watching the Girls State Wrestling Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Wrapping up here, some of the matches as we're back from break. It was on mat 8, Kate Seary, an 8-3 win on mat 8. Now out there it is Hannah Realo, Dubuque Senior, and Maddie Swenson out of Osage. 5-2 lead for Olson of Cedar Falls on mat 7. On mat 6, it was Molly Seck with the victory over Addison Musser. And on mat 5, no score, it is Addison Lundquist from SWAT Valkyrie over Jocelyn Hageman out of Southwind. And we get a takedown there for Lundquist. And the victory for Olson on mat 7. Jasmine Olson, the senior, trying to pick up those victories and get to the podium. Still a couple more to go on the backside of the bracket to finish in that top 8. As we jump back to live action.
Yeah, mat 6 there, got a nice little arm bar there. Is going to get some back points for Wainwright from North Scott. I think she might be looking to get that pin over
Storioan, a freshman out of APGC.
There's a pin there for Wainwright.
Wow, that was an impressive move.
It was.
Walked that thing through and got it over on mat 5. Another pin over there. So a couple of quick quarterfinals.
A pin for Lundquist.
Addison Lundquist, SWAT Valkyrie with the win.
Trent, the action just all of a sudden went crazy here. We got people on their back everywhere here, and matches turning over.
On mat 8, it's a Hannah Reel 4-0 lead over Swenson of Osage. Mat 7, no score there. And we'll get a couple of more quarterfinals coming your way on mats 5 and 6.
Was Swenson that had that match in overtime last time we went through, that won in overtime on mat 6 last time?
I believe that's right. Came back right at the end, got the win. And back to live action there. Final 5 seconds of the first period. As we take a look over on mat 5, it'll be from Moravia, Layla Ewing, a sophomore, wrestling Addie Nelson, a freshman out of Southeast Polk. On mat 6 at 125 pounds, Mackenzie Childers from Cedar Rapids Prairie, Cedar Falls, April Halser. And a takedown right away on mat 5 for Ewing.
Takedown on mat 6 as well for Childers, I believe. Yep, 2-0 lead there. Got back points on mat 5 as well. Looks like the wrestler from Moravia has got a...
Not trying to come back the other way.
Yeah.
Nelson had an opportunity there. One with the big swing came up empty.
Ewing able to control her and get back into control.
Scoreless on mat 7. Lopez out of Postville and Atwell from Perry. 115 pounds on the Consolation side of the bracket. Quarterfinal mat 5, 5-0 the score. Ewing with the lead. Mat 6, 2-0 lead for Childers. And on mat 8, first points of the match for Maddie Swenson out of Osage. 4-2 now, she trails it with 55 seconds to wrestle in the second period.
Got some back points going on mat 5. Got a quick pin there for Ewing of Moravia over Nelson from Southeast Polk. A pin with 19 seconds left to go in the first period.
Layla Ewing on to the semifinals with the victory. Out of Moravia. Not very often in high school sports we get Moravia against Southeast Polk.
Yeah.
But on the wrestling mat, that's what you could do.
It is very unique. Mat 6 there. We've got back and forth match.
Still 2-0 on the scoreboard, and they do award the takedown there.
On deck on mat 30, 120 pounds, Melissa Robish, Raccoon River Northwest.
And new wrestlers out there for the quarterfinals on mat 5. It'll be Tatum Shepard from Ridgeview wrestling Odessa Liebfried out of Bellevue. Still 2-1, Childers with the lead on mat 6. Real has extended her lead to 5-2.
Looks like the Ridgeview wrestler up there on mat 5, Shepard, got a pin there. Just 29 seconds into the first period. That was a quick one.
Making quick work at 125 pounds and on to the semifinals with the victory there. 4-0 now the score as Taylor Atwell of Perry builds her lead in the second period at 115 pounds over Postville's Lopez. 5-2 the score. Real with the lead from Dubuque Hempstead on mat 8. Still 2-1. Now 4-1. Mackenzie Childers.
Childers just got a reversal right when you were saying the score.
They like to wait until I look down.
They do. They definitely do. They're here on mat 8. They're in the third period with that minute 22 left to go here. Just a 5-2 lead for Real. She did just get called for stalling, though, so Swenson will want to ratchet up that pressure and see if she can get some easy points from stalling calls. She gets done on a nice little single. She needs to pick that one up, look for the trip. Won't be surprised to see her switch over to a double here, but she's going to hold on to that single.
Final minute over there of regulation.
Got
and a
pin.
quick pin on 6. Look away for a moment. Anything can happen in wrestling, and that was the case there. And the
Childers
victory.
from Prairie, Cedar Rapids.
Mackenzie Childers runs her record now to 48-0 on the year. The pin in the second period at 125 pounds. Out on the mat, mat 5, it is Colby Tenborg, a freshman from Sadell, wrestling Lexi Peterson out of Bettendorf. Tenborg undefeated on the year. Peterson out of Bettendorf, a junior, 35-4.
So we got maybe an injury on mat 7 here.
That looked like holding her shoulder.
Going into that move there, it was going to be a 4-2 lead for Atwell, and it looks like Atwell's the one that's injured right now. It looks like, yeah, like you said, it looks to be a shoulder of some kind. Trying to see if they're actually going to start some injury time or if she's going to try to walk this off. It looks like we are going to start some injury time there. So a slight pause on
Mat 8 just wrapped up. It'll be a victory for Real of Dubuque Senior. And on mat 6, that is a win for Hannah Rogers of Wilton as she beats Strandeifer out of Des Moines Public.
24-second pin, first period.
Didn't even have time to get the name out.
Yeah, she's elated right down there. Yeah, she's got a huge smile on her face as she's running back to the workout section there.
So a quick one over on that one. Back to mat 5. They remain scoreless with Tenborg of St. L and Peterson of Bettendorf. Mat 6, it'll be Lily Luff, the future Iowa Hawkeye women's wrestler. She'll take on Claire Brown of Iowa City High. Atwell working in that injury time right now, and Lopez on mat 7. And taking the mat on mat 8, Ava Scranton of Anamosa, and Glenwood's Emily Lundeval. No score through the first period on mat 5, just underway on mat 6. The two quarterfinal matches happening. Mat 8, quick takedown down there for Scranton of Anamosa.
Trent, what kind of record do we have for Brown from the gal going up against Luft here from
Claire Brown of City High, 23-4.
It's a pretty good match here. Yeah, it could be a pretty good match.
Luft quickly trying to go to work. Forwarded quickly though by Brown. No score remains on mat 5 in that quarterfinal. 4-4 is our score now with Lopez and Atwell, and after the injury time, ready to get started again. Atwell quickly gets to her feet with 50 seconds remaining in a tie match. And here's Luft and ran out of room.
Almost got a takedown, yeah.
And we get a escape for Atwell. Also a locking hands against Lopez. So now it's 6-4 down there on mat 7. So not only getting the escape, but also get the lock hands. So 2 points awarded there. Now 6-4 lead for Taylor Atwell. Both wrestlers on their feet with 29 seconds to go. 5 seconds to go on mat 8. Trying to pull back and get the pin. Not going to have time to do it. But back points will be awarded. Makes it 4-0 over there. Scranton with the lead. 1-0 our score over on mat 5 is Peterson able to get a point on the board. They wrestle in the second period. Inside of 50 seconds over there.
Lopez is in a great position here. Oh, we got another injury?
Yeah. Boy.
So we got 2 for reversal. Is that the end of the match? That was the end of the match.
We did, yeah. So we got a takedown and then a reversal right at the end, but Lopez not enough time to return her. So Atwell will hold on and get the win 8-6. Oh, she is hurting as she makes her way back over to the coach's corner. What a tough match there from Taylor Atwell. On mat 8, Scranton has been in control, and she finishes it off with the pin in the second period. 3:37 elapsed. Check that, 2:37 elapsed. Back to mat 5, still remains 1-0 there. Peterson with the lead. Lily Luft has taken the lead 2-0 now with the takedown. As she leads Brown on mat 6.
On mat 8 at 135 pounds from Urbandale, Ella Hamilton. And from South Finishing, Maddie.
We'll go to the third period on mat 5.
Yeah,
and now
be a good match.
Tenborg, she gets the choice. Freshman undefeated to this point in her career. 23-0. Peterson 35-4. She'll take the top spot.
So it kind of seems like a collision course between Tenborg and Luft there, both undefeated wrestlers over the course of the year.
Wrestling on those mats in the quarterfinals. Tenborg trying to come out the back door.
Yeah, Peterson's got the double legs in there. It's going to be a stalemate there. They're going to start him back over again.
She was trying to work towards that tilt. Tenborg was trying to come out the back, and Action stop. They'll start it again. Luft maintains a 4-0 lead on mat 6. Out on the mat on mat 7, it is Benedict from Fort Dodge, a 2-0 lead over Goot from Missouri Valley. 2-0 Holt on mat 8 against Stone Cipher. More points are awarded for Rianne Holt on mat 8.
So it'll be interesting to see on mat 5 over there, the Bettendorf wrestlers got her broke down here, but she's really not doing anything with it. So staying parallel to each other. Usually going to be something that'll get very close to getting a stall call. They like to see you get out to the side and work the combinations.
And things wrap up over on mat 8. And what turned out to be a back and forth affair, but it finishes for the victory. Or
a pin for Stone Cipher?
I believe so.
Yes, I think so. Yep. Yeah, because Holt is Williamsburg there. Yeah, Stone Cipher with the win. Comeback win there with a pin.
And we got over on mat 5. All of a sudden, quick turnaround down there. 1-0 match. Tenborg with Peterson in trouble. Pushing forward, 35 seconds to go over there.
That's going to be a pin. She's just getting that tighter and tighter. There you go. Call the pin.
Whew. Colby Tenborg trailing 1-0 for a long time, comes roaring back, gets the reversal, and finishes off the pin in the third period. Another victory for the undefeated freshman out of Sadell. Undefeated out of Charles City at 130 pounds, Lily Luft. Leading now by a score of 9-0 against Claire Brown from Iowa City City High. Benedict out of Fort Dodge on mat 7. She's extended her lead now to 7-0. And just underway, and a quick takedown for Ella Anliker of Urbandale against Maddie Jensen of Southwind. You talked about Ella earlier. And it'll be a lock hands violation with 1:25 left.
Yeah, she just she had locked hands when they were both up, and when she took her to the mat, as soon as you hit that mat and they get grounded, you need to let go of the locked hands, and she just held on to it for a split second too long and got the call. So that'll get a score in there for Jansen, so it'll be a 2-1 lead for Anliker.
On mat 5, it is Destiny Crum and Lily Stowe. And a takedown for Crum of East Buck. Benedict has extended her lead. 8-2. Those will work quickly, try to get the double leg, nothing there. 2-1 our score remains on mat 8.
Luft looks like she's going to go the whole 33 periods there with a 9-0 lead there with about 5 seconds left to go.
And she'll hold on and get the major and the win. It is Lily Luft with the victory on mat 7, final 5 seconds.
Very close to a pin there. Got some back points incoming for Benedict.
3 more added to her tally.
She'll be teetering on the technical fall with the 13-2 lead going into the third period.
And we'll take a quick timeout here from the Girls State Wrestling Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. Back with more in a moment.
University of Iowa Sports Medicine is a community service center. We know you like to keep your body healthy. We also know that activity level to keep yourself healthy can lead to injury. Our sports medicine experts can provide treatments such as physical therapy, surgery, or something in between. Why go anywhere else other than where the Hawkeyes go to stay on top of their game?
Across Iowa, you don't have to look far to find a bank that's got your back. From just around the corner to the next town over, hundreds of neighborhood banks are going the distance to ensure your future looks brighter than ever. By providing jobs, supporting local businesses, strengthening communities, and helping your dreams become reality. Here, the life you build is backed by Iowa Banks. See how banks are making a difference near you at iowabankers.com.
Welcome back once again to Coralville and Extreme Arena. Trent Condon joined now by the incomparable Dar Danielson. Dar, thanks for joining me.
Good to be here. Got some exciting action going on here. We've got quarterfinals on 5 and 6, right? And 7 and 8, the consolation round.
As we're advancing on here up to 125 pounds in one of the mats, 130 and 135 happening. We'll keep you updated on everything going on. With a closer eye on the quarterfinal round matches, let's get you up to date on the scores. Destiny Crum of East Buck, a 4-1 lead against Lily Stowe of Waverly Shellrock. Mat 6, it is South Tama's Maylee Ellsbury leading 2-0 against Cadence Bushong of Valley. Mat 7, it is Benedict remaining a 13-2 leader against Goot. And on Mat 8, Ella Anliker of Urbandale leading Maddie Jansen, now 4-1 the score there. On Mat 5, it'll be a down position over there for Lily Stowe of Waverly Shellrock. And a little bit of a surprise as I was looking there during our break, Dar, Decorah has regained the lead in the team scoring race up to 60 points now, overtaking Waverly Shellrock at 56. Osage sitting in third with 53, and East Buchanan in fourth with 52. But a tight race, should be a fun, well, rest of this session and all day tomorrow.
Yeah, we were talking earlier about how those are powers in different classes and boys, but you're seeing the girls also here, and of course, early on, they're seeing these schools go against each other. And
back points awarded on Mat 8 as Ella Anliker gets 3 more back points. She extends her lead to 7-1.
Looks like Bushong is trying to get something going there to get on the board on Mat 6.
Destiny Crum 6-1 now her lead as they'll go to the third period on Mat 5. And Stowe of Waverly Shellrock, she will choose down. Looking for an escape and then a big move.
And got to go out there.
Over on Mat 8, in trouble down there is once again Ella Anliker trying to lean back right at the edge of the mat. And they're going to go out of bounds. 1:33 to go, and there was a roll through there. We had a reversal, we had some back points, and official's going to make sure.
Crum was looking for a takedown there against Stowe, but they got too far out on Mat 5.
Like a member of the coaching staff just wants to make sure the score is right. For Urbandale's Anna Anliker.
Stowe gets the takedown.
Crum leading it 6-4 now after Stowe gets the 2. Now looking for the turn. She's got plenty of time, minute 20. Ellsbury has extended her lead now to 7-0 out of South Tama County. A junior with a 43-1 record. 2-0, it's Ashley Bjork of Decorah on Mat 7, leading Nevada's Gracie Leslie. Another one even on the backside of the bracket, always important for those team points. Decorah chasing the first ever girls state championship here as they currently lead in team scoring. Potentially dangerous is the call.
And individually, you like to finish too. As high up as you can there in the standings, it does help the team, but also, especially if you lost a real tight one in the early matches, and you want to come right back.
And it's such a long ways back if you lose early on in a 32 wrestler bracket too.
Yeah.
And these girls that are wrestling here, we saw a few of them earlier in the session, and they're still going, and they still got to win a couple more matches just to get to the podium.
And
tried to turn that corner.
Stowe now and Crum now tied.
And it was a big move down there. We talked about what Lily Stoll needed to do.
But Crum got the point there with 1 second to go.
Now we'll take a look here at the scoring rundown. It was a penalty point.
Penalty, yeah. I didn't see if it was locked hands or what, but he's going over and talking to the coaches about it right now.
And that's an important with 1 second on the clock. Want to make sure you have that one right over there.
Yeah, because you barely, I mean, you can't really almost get up and get the escape to tie it with 1 second.
And out of time there, so.
You know, they're going to reset a quick. And that'll do it.
Well, what a comeback.
Crum.
But not enough as Destiny Crum holds on and advances on to the semifinals at 130 pounds from mat 5. Mat 6, it is Maylee Ellsbury continuing to lead. Cadence Bushong of Valley on mat 6. On mat 7, Annalise Archinega of Osage and Miley Waltz of East Buchanan. And Ella Enliker finishes off the win. Fort Urbandale at 135 pounds. 11-7 is the final there. Out on the mat, get a couple of new wrestlers out there. We'll get you up to date, including on mat 5. It'll be Rosal of Centerville and from Ankeny, Cleveland.
Cleveland and, yeah, Rosal.
2-0 early lead for Anastasia Simon, the freshman from Decorah, on mat 8. Back over on mat 5, just underway there. Adriana Rosal from Centerville and Dana Cleveland out of Ankeny. Rosal a senior, Cleveland a junior. On mat 6 from Lewis Central, Mari Mans. 43-2 during her sophomore campaign, wrestling Earlham's Haley Glad. Takedown on mat 7 for Archinega from Osage. Final 30 seconds there, the opening period.
Cleveland gets the takedown on mat 5.
Mat 6 rolling through, cross face from Mans. And then an escape from Glade.
And now tied up there, Rosal and Cleveland on mat 5.
Another takedown for Simon on mat 8 from Decorah. Her lead builds to 4-1.
On deck on mat 1, 145 pounds, Greta Moose of Davenport.
The man shot in there quickly.
And a takedown from Glade.
Cleveland got the escape, but now she's going down.
For the tilt over there is Rosal. Got that arm in there, was trying to get the turn, not able. Ran out of time. 33 seconds to go in the escape for Mans. And tied up at 3 apiece there in that quarterfinal on mat 6.
Roselle and Cleveland will start the second period here. Cleveland tried to get escape, but now she's going for the leg. That gets taken back.
Turn.
Roselle
got the toss, and officials going to come together over there on mat 5. Yeah. Not sure what that was. Mann's able to get the takedown right at the end of the period as she leads 5-3. Leading Glade.
They give a 1 point to Cleveland there, I believe.
We'll take a look here at the scoring rundown.
It was a dangerous.
It's usually a tick late to get up to date here, but let's see if that was a penalty point. It was a penalty point there, so that makes it 6-5.
Cleveland on the bottom here to restart. Good tight matchup so far on 5.
Anastasia Simon on mat 8. She's extended her lead 9-1, and not just looking for the victory, looking for bonus points for Decorah.
Cleveland just escaped to tie it up there on mat 5.
She got the half Nelson in, does Simon. Archinega leading by a score of 2-0, 20 seconds there in the second period. And the Consolation's at 135. Once again, Rosal.
Yep, got her turn. Trying to get her over.
Squeezing that tight. Locked it up.
Cleveland arching a little.
And
there it is.
Wow. Well, impressive there. Adriana Rosal out of Centerville, the Big Red, as a semifinalist at 135 pounds. Back to mat 6, 7-4 our score. But Mari Mans has got to tilt going. And it's got Glade in some trouble there. Step through for a moment, comes back on the other side. 15 seconds to wrestle there.
Still 4-0 on mat 7.
More bonus points. The back points being awarded for Simon. And she's got a lot of time there with 1:25 still. Towards the middle of the mat. And this is a dangerous spot. 4-0 now the lead for Archinega of Osage on mat 7 with 1:23 to go.
Mat 5, 140. It's Sarah Lewis of Centerville and Kylie James of Mason City. In the quarterfinal there, 140 on mat 5.
Mans takes the down position on mat 6, leading 7-4. And there is the final with Anastasia Simon getting the win. Out of Decorah, 11-1, a major decision. That'll be bonus points for Decorah in the team race.
She's got her over on mat 5. Lewis got the 2 for the takedown, trying to.
Got the 5-point move out of it.
And then got the back points there.
Sarah Lewis, a 5-0 lead. Mans has extended her lead to 9-4 and trying to get the pin. She's working up top, gets the back points, turning back again. In the final minute, Archinega has extended her lead now to 8-0. Final 40 seconds. And Mans gets the pin from Lewis Central on mat 6. On to the semis.
So did James on mat 5.
Good turnaround over there. So again, our quarterfinals happening on mat 5 and 6. If you're just joining us here, 7 and 8 is where the consolation matches are happening. Lucy Conan from Manson Northwest Webster on mat 8 against Mackenzie Tollefson out of Decorah, mat 8. And a quick 2-0 lead for Tollefson. Kylie James, as Dar mentioned, a winner at 145 pounds.
On mat 5, it'll be Allie Russler against Phoenix Grip of Williamsburg.
And on mat 6, Emma Peach out of Iowa Valley Marengo and Lauren Rogers of Perry.
And Russler up the quick 2-pointer.
Peach in contention for Miss Iowa and the Wrestler of the Year award. 36-0 here during the season. Zarchenega gets the victory for Osage over on mat 7, gets the major decision as well. 8-0 the score there. Here's Peach, and she has Rogers in trouble. A lot of time on the clock, working towards the middle of the mat. Trying to continue with that pressure, leaning back into it, now pressing forward. Peach looking to make quick work. Now lifts the head, gets a little bit more of an angle.
And we're done on 5, I think. Was Russler there with the...
Was Phoenix Grip of Williamsburg and Allie Russler of New Hampton, Turkey Valley. And that one very quickly came to a close as Grip comes back and gets it.
Grip gets the win there.
We're seeing some quick ones over there on mat 5. It's been kind of wild. You look over it just like that.
Yeah, you start looking at the other match, and before you know it, it's done.
Happening right now on mat 5, Naomi Simon of Decorah, undefeated this year in her junior campaign against South Tama County's Autumn Ellsbury, a freshman who's 35-4 on the season. Simon with the quick takedown. Peach finishes off the victory by pinfall. Emma Peach continues her undefeated run. Let's jump over on mat 7. SB Almazan of Lewis Central and Lily Lockey from Eagle Grove. 5-0 lead for Almazan.
Yep.
And on mat 8, continuing down there, and once again, Tollefson has Conan in some trouble with 55 seconds remaining in the second period. And there's the pin. Mackenzie Tollefson with the win by fall in the second period. 3:10 elapsed in the match. And the win for the Vikings from Decorah and Mackenzie Tollefson. She's on and advancing on the backside of the bracket here in the consolation round. Back to our quarterfinals. Simon with a 2-0 lead on mat 5 for Decorah.
And Slade goes up 2-0 on 6.
Southeast folks, Skylar Slade wrestling Trinity Rogers of Ackley, Geneva, Wellsburg, Steamboat Rock. Egg Wizard, is that okay to say? I know that's your neck of the woods.
What's that?
Egg Wizard for Ackley, Geneva, Wellsburg, Steamboat Rock. I don't know if that's derogative or not.
Well, when Wellsburg and Steamboat Rock combined, we said they should call them the Steamburgers as their mascot, but they didn't take that up.
A victory over there for Skylar Slade, the freshman who is now 48-0. How about that out of Skylar Slade from SEP?
Quickly.
Remains a 2-0 lead for Naomi Simon of Decorah. On mat 7, Almazan, a 5-1 lead, and no score on mat 8, just underway with Lauren Luzum of Decorah and Leah Stagg out of Ames. Get going on mat 6. Libby Dix out of Mount Vernon and Louise Meyer from Central Lyon, Georgia Little Rock. You know, Wizard's a good wrestling term, so I think
that would work.
I think that one works for them, at least on the wrestling mat.
Sometimes you got to be careful. They, those
some of those
schools and
acronyms,
districts, they have a set way they want you to say it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And obviously, because you have, the feelings there that the towns combining the schools.
Mm-hmm.
And
5-1 lead again continues over there for SB Almazan, Lewis Central. Another one of those teams in the team race. Decorah currently leading with 66 points. Waverly Shell Rock with 64. Lewis Central with 60. East Buchanan 57. Osage 53. Oh, that top 5 Still pretty open here as we wrestle into the quarterfinals. There'll be a few more consolations still happening this evening, and then tomorrow we'll go with the semifinal round, more consolations, the placement matches, and of course the championships then tomorrow evening.
Simon up 5-0 and on top there, Ellsbury.
Scoreless on mat 6 with Dix and Meyer.
Still nobody getting an opening. Meyer's been doing a good job to keep her from getting the turn, and that ends the period.
2 points on mat 7. An additional takedown there for SB Almazan. Junior, 43-3 coming into the tournament.
Now they're talking it over on mat 5. And they awarded 2 to Simon on that.
So up to a 7-0 lead now for Naomi Simon. Scoreless continues as they move into the next period on mat 6. 2 minutes on the clock, and with the choice.
I've seen a lot of those that go scoreless into the third, and then when they do, it becomes a battle of who's got the stamina left when you get to that third period, and you've both been battling back and forth.
It's a hard 6 minutes out there on the mat.
And on 7.
On again.
Close to getting the shoulders down.
That crossface going.
And there it is.
Pinfall for SB Almazan out of Lewis Central. And those teams in the team races, and that'll be bonus points with the pin. And the other thing you know for a lot of these young ladies, their wrestling career comes to a close here, wrestling on mat 7 and 8. The seniors, they're not moving on and wrestling at the collegiate level. That's where it comes to a close, and you can see those emotions. Always a tough one to swallow. Getting closer and closer to that podium, getting to the medal stand.
Simon with the 2 there. Yeah, and then the first chance, you know, at the girls' union sanctioned tournament here.
Put yourself in the record books.
Yeah, you know. But that'll be something to always remember, that this first tournament. But like you say, it is kind of bittersweet when you lose that last one.
Mat 7 out there. It is Maya Fritz out of Dallas Center Grimes and Leah Grimm from Osage. Luzum of Decorah has built her lead up to now 3-0. And the final 5 seconds there.
Simon staying ahead here. We count down to 30 seconds left in the third on mat 5 as she's looking to advance. Been in control here for quite a while.
Simon undefeated this year. Came into the tournament 34-0. She has been solid, and still no score over on mat 6 with the Dix and Meyer. We got a moment. We're going to take a quick timeout. Back in a minute here. This is the Girls State Wrestling Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau.
The Iowa Farm
In
Bureau
Iowa,
is proud
we
to
all
present
play by
this
the same
amazing
rules.
state tournament
Hard work
and
pays
celebrate
off,
the
practice makes
accomplishments of
perfect.
Iowa's
Success
student
is something you earn.
To the Iowa Farm Bureau,
and teamwork
this
helps
is more
us
than
all
just
be
a sport.
winners.
It's hometown
the Iowa
pride.
Pork
It's
Producers
hopes and
Association
dreams.
is proud
It's our
to
future
support
leaders.
statewide high
It's a
school
reason
athletics.
to do more
Because
and
on
be
our
more.
team and
it's
on
that
yours,
farm strong
what we bring
spirit
to the
that
table
can only be
is what
found in
brings
Iowa.
us all together.
Congratulations to the student
Learn more
athletes
about
and
our
coaches
commitment
on a
to
successful
Iowa
year.
at
And remember,
iowapork.org.
today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
Extreme Arena in Coralville. Trent Condon, Dart Danielson, as we get you up to date over on mat 5. Newly on the mat after the win from the wrestler out of Decorah there, it is Izzy Strickert of Independence and Brooklyn Graham of East Buchanan. 2-0 lead now on mat 6 as Libby Dix has scored the first points there over Meyer. Mat 7, no score with Grimm and Fritz. And mat 8, Luzum of Decorah leading by a score of 6-0 over Leah Stagg.
And they went deep into that match on mat 6 before anybody scored.
A point on the escape for Grimm out of Osage. No score on mat 5, just underway, a little more than a minute gone by, and just as I say it, there's a takedown over there. As East Buchanan's Brooklyn Graham, a freshman, 38-2. Boy, I've been impressed by this group of girls from East Buchanan.
Yeah. Dix gets the win there.
It was a tight one, 2-0.
For Meyer, that's got to be a tough one. 2-0, the only points late in the third.
Got the reversal, and that was the only points. Two outstanding wrestlers there.
Graham up 2-0 now on mat 5 in the 170 quarterfinal.
Trying to get the turn over there. Going to get that angle and going to run out of time. They'll go to the second period, and the choice on the flip. On mat 8, it is Tegan Solentich from Washington and Sadie Scholbrock out of Cresco Crestwood on mat number 8.
And let's see, on mat 6, it's Turwee and Noctigal there. Kaylee Noctigal of Spencer and Janet Turwee of West Lyon in the 190 quarterfinal.
Both wrestlers on their feet there. Good top ride for Brooklyn Graham from East Buchanan. She's working towards that turn. And she's got the turn. She's got back points. And now looking for the fall. Middle of the mat. Lots of room and plenty of time as she tries to find that right angle. Leaning back into the shoulder now. Getting those hips back just a touch more.
She's saying, come on, what more? The official's right there, though.
Comes back across the face now with the right leg. Swinging over in a difficult spot for Strickert. Remains 1-0 as they go to the third period on mat 7. Grimm with the lead. On mat 8.
Graham got the 3 there.
Jesse Hutchinson of Newton will wrestle Carissa Oldenburger out of Waverly Shell Rock, mat 8 at 170 pounds. Still scoreless on mat 6 with Turwee and Notchtagal. And an escape on mat 7 as Fritz is able to get out from Dallas Center Grimes. Couple of seniors. I'll see their wrestling careers, at least at a competitive level, come to an end.
Yeah.
On mat 7. Leah Grimm, an outstanding softball player for Coach Heeman's Green
Graham
Devils
has got
up
her
there.
turned over, but will she run out of time? I think, yeah. There's the period. She was got that arm, was starting to get her turn, but ran out of time in that second period.
Deep on the single is Fritz, trying to suck that in. 45 seconds as they work on the edge of the mat. Crossface out of Grimm. Still hasn't given up the leg, though, as Fritz. Now Grimm trying to turn it the other way, come out the corner, and we're out of bounds, and we'll get a restart. 50 seconds remain in the first period on mat 8, no score.
Mat 6, Turwee gets the 2 as they head to the second period.
19-1 on the season for the wrestler out of West Lyon, Jana Turwee. 7-0 now the score on mat 5. Another 2 for Brooklyn Graham. She gets the reversal. Final 10 seconds on mat 7. Tied up 1-1. Grimm and Fritz. Grimm looking for the big throw. Comes out the back, out of time, and that's how we'll come to a close in regulation. It'll be OT on mat 7. 4-0 the score for Jana Terwee of West Lyon on mat 6 in the quarterfinals at 190 pounds. On mat 8, 2-0, Jesse Hutchinson with the lead.
Graham goes on top there on mat 5. Comfortable lead right now with a minute to go in the third. And I say comfortable only in points because we've seen some of these matches where you've got that lead and a quick spin and you end up pinned. Now she's got.
Yeah, and there it is, the pin.
Graham.
Impressive performance there and the victory at 170 pounds. Brooklyn Graham, a freshman, now 40-2. She'll wrestle in the semifinals tomorrow here in Coralville. Out of bounds in overtime with 15 seconds remaining on mat 7. Hutchinson maintains a 2-0 lead on mat 8. Terwee 4-0 as she leads things on mat 6. Here's Grimm trying to work forwards. Got that head down, though. Fritz trying to snap and go around. That's not going to happen. And first OT finishes up. The flip and the choice will come to Grimm. She will choose down.
Mat 5, we got Britton and Porcelli. And a 170 quarterfinal getting underway. Bella Porcelli of Southeast Polk and Grace Britton from SWAT Valkyrie.
Both wrestlers outstanding records, 37-1 for Britton, 42-1 for Porcelli. Should be a fun one over there on mat 5. Overtime continues. Final 5 seconds, trying to ride things out is Maya Fritz. Now looking for some back points, but ran out of time right as the period comes to a close. 30 seconds to go.
Terwee still leading there. Trying to find some angle, get her turned.
5-2 now the score over on mat 8. Jesse Hutchinson with the lead out of Newton as the second period comes to a close. Up to the feet, there's the escape. And now a 1-point lead, 10 seconds left, and Grimm's got to hurry. Fritz gets the escape, has the lead, final 5 seconds. And that will do it over there. Your winner at 170 pounds, Maya Fritz of Dallas Center Grimes.
Looks like we got a little blood problem here on 5.
So they'll get the spray out there, get everything cleaned up.
Looks like injury time 2 on mat 6 right now.
We'll take a quick timeout here. Gar Danielson, Trent Connon back with you. This is the Girls State Wrestling Meet presented by Iowa Farm Bureau.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's
like
student
to keep your body healthy.
To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride,
our sports
it's hopes
medicine
and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more.
In between.
And it's
Why
that
go
farm
anywhere
strong
else
spirit
other than
that
where the
can only
Hawkeyes
be
go
found
to
in
stay on
Iowa.
top of their game.
Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year. And remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
Across Iowa, you don't have to look far to find a bank that's got your back. From just around the corner to the next town over. Hundreds of neighborhood banks are going the distance to ensure your future is brighter than ever. Like jobs, supporting local businesses, strengthening communities, and helping your dreams become reality. Here, the life you build is backed by Iowa Bankers. See how banks are making a difference near you at iowabankers.com.
Welcome back here to Coralville and Extreme Arena. Trent Kahn and Dar Danielson as we come back to live action happening over on mat 5. It was a big takedown there for Grace Britton and got 2 back points, 4-0. She leads it in that one. Mat 6, 4-0 still the score. Jana Terwee with the lead of West Lyon. Mat 7 underway. Adelaide Miller of MOC Floyd Valley up 2-0 over Werner from Ridgeview.
Looks like that time going to run out there on mat 6.
And on to the semifinals, Jana Terwee from West Lyon.
And now Porcelli trying to get her turn there. Got the 2, it's 4-2 now.
Got the reversal.
On deck mat 3 at 2:35.
For a moment, looked like maybe she was going to get some
Yeah,
back
it looked
points.
like she had the arm, was going to get her turn, but now Britton battling back.
Keeping that pressure on the shoulder. Got to get those hips clear, and she does.
Yep, she gets the 2.
So reversal and then a reversal. And it's 6-2. Jessie Hutchinson continues to hold on to a 7-4 lead over Carissa Oldenburger on mat 8. Now leaning back into it is Grace Britton. And there's
got the pin. Wow.
Grace Britton of SWAT Valkyrie. The pin against Bella Porcelli.
And that one was going back and forth with the 2 reversals there, but then got her in the spot she wanted and gets the pin. We got Isabel Kipp of Southwind and Mackenzie Aarons of Nevada here on mat 6.
Hutchinson polished off the victory in mat 8. Kipp of South Winneshiek, 33-5 on the year. Aarons out of Nevada, 35-2. Out on the edge of the mat and shoved out of bounds. They'll restart.
See Aarons there in the purple. Kipp in the kind of light colored and then the reddish pinkish.
Mat 8 just underway from Waco Wayland. Braylon Wagler, a senior, wrestling McKenna Fetters, a junior, out of Martinsdale St. Mary's. On mat 7, still 2-0. Adelaide Miller with the lead over Werner. On mat 5, Olivia Huckfelt from Spencer, 42-0 on the year, wrestling Clara Carpenter out of Boone. Well, the Toreadors, you always know them with the green and the red.
Yeah.
Are they the only team in the state with that color combination?
Well, yeah, green and red. I was going to say Osage has the green, but they don't have the red.
No red
like that.
They're easy to spot when you see those two teams, those two colors together. You got to figure it's the Toreadors. As we wrestle here late into the quarterfinal round, and Consolation's continuing from Extreme Arena. No score on mat 5, no score on mat 6, no score on mat 8. We got a score and more on mat 7. Working for the pinfall is MOC Floyd Valley's Adelaide Miller. Final seconds of the second period. Not going to get the fall, but she's got 3 more back points. 7-0 the lead as they go into the third period, excuse me.
And Aarons gets the escape. Huckfelt with 2 there on mat 5.
And a quick finish over on mat 5 as Huckfelt got the takedown and finished it quickly, as she'll move on to the semifinals tomorrow. 1-0 the score as Mackenzie Aaron's able to get the point on the escape on mat 6. Scoreless here on mat 8 as they go to the second period with Wagler and Fetters. Mat 6. And there's Aarons trying to lean back into it now. Still looking for that control and gave him the fall. Wow. So the win for Aarons on mat 6, and she'll be a semifinalist with the victory in that match. Johnson back around here as we come to our final matches of the quarterfinal round. Consolation continues. Adelaide Miller up to an 8-0 lead now. Got the major decision. She can maintain that 8-point lead. Final 30 seconds there. We're on the edge of the mat. Miller. Another takedown. 3 more back points. Now trying to get the pin in the final 20 seconds. On mat 6. From Sioux Central, Hannah Ilgeith and Savannah Sistat out of Creston. Mat 6. Miller up 13-0. And the score 1-0 now. McKenna Fetters leading them out of Martinsdale St. Mary's after the escape.
Still no score there on mat 6.
And mat 7, there is the win for Miller.
And still hand fighting now. Whoop. Nothing yet. Now there's 2 for Sistad.
One nothing, now 1-1 after the score for Wagler.
Got some fans right in front
yes,
of
we
us
do.
here.
I love that. Love the excitement here, and you've been able to feel it all day long. As Sistad trying to finish off with the victory, leaning back into it. Just maybe needs to, using that pressure from the feet, trying to get those hips back a little bit more. Don't want to do too high. Always got to be careful. There it is, the pin and the win. Savannah Sistad of Creston gets the pin. She will be in the semifinals tomorrow. And a big hug on both sides after that match. Love to see the sportsmanship.
You know, that's something that I've been, when I first did a couple regular season matches, I didn't know what to expect of the girl. Intensity is just, it's just as intense as any other sport I've seen, you know, and that. But then, you know, in a tight match or you get the win and then you see that sportsmanship too at the end. It's been a cool thing to see in these matches here too.
That really has been a lot of fun, and from the sellouts that we've seen here in the opening couple of sessions, this 2-day tournament, and in year number 1, the way that it's been. There's a pin on mat 8. McKenna Fetters gets the fall. As Fetters, the junior, will get the victory for Martinsdale St. Mary's. Final match here for us on mat 7. Decora's Cameron Steinis and Kaylin Westerfield doing battle, a sophomore and a freshman out on the mat. And the consolation round at 190 pounds. A lot of handshakes happening here. It's been a job well done all the way across that Extreme Arena. So many positives, and you'll see this kind of showing from family, friends, just fans of wrestling.
Gene Berger was happy, I think, seeing all the fans come in, and everything has just gone so smoothly here on the first day.
Another really great component is saw a number of members of the University of Iowa women's wrestling team here, supporting some of their future teammates, including Lily Luft of Charles City and a few others, and has seen that component too.
Now, who are they going to wrestle?
Well, they'll find some people.
They need more Division I teams.
They do. Yeah, they do need some more D1s. There's no doubt. And leaving her shoes on the mat in the middle there, that is Leah Grimm from Osage. Know the Grimm family incredibly well. And that is a sign of retirement from the sport of wrestling when you leave your shoes in the middle of the mat. And Leah, an outstanding young lady, great family, and congratulations to her on a great career.
Yeah, most times it's a sign of retirement, unless you're like Jordan Bohannon, and then they give you another year and you come back.
Right.
Yeah, you know.
A little bit different, yeah.
While we're here in Iowa City, we can mention that. Still good 2-1 match here.
In the second period, Kaylin Westerfield came into the tournament, 15-9 record. Cameron Steines out of Decorah, 25-6. Let's also get you updated on those team standings. Decorah now with a 7-point lead over East Buck, 79-72. Waverly sits in third with 69. Lewis Central with 63, and then Osage in fifth with 55. So there's another one right here. Decorah, another opportunity to add to that lead. Two to one the scores. They'll wrestle the final 20 seconds. Also a couple other matches happening on the far side from us of the arena. And of course you can check out both feeds. If you're back with us tomorrow, it'll be the same thing. We'll have two feeds happening.
But they have a little different mat configuration, I think, don't they? Tomorrow they'll take out two of them.
Is that what it is early on? Yeah.
Early on and go with 3, I guess.
Well, and with the 2-day tournament and a 32 wrestler bracket, very condensed here, and that's just such a crazy thing. I was talking about this earlier, Dar, is you lose a match early on, it's a long way to get just back to the medal stand, and credit the girls we're seeing out there right now, fighting to get up there, get on the podium, and to do that in the battle that you have to do just to get back there after an early loss, it takes a lot.
And then like here for Decorah, you're still trying to get more points here. As Westerfield up 4-1.
Minute 20. But the reversal, and now Steines has her in trouble, and there it is. Wow, what a turnaround.
That happened quick. But then you see that sometimes you get to that third period, and if you get that rush of adrenaline, it's just like everybody's tired. You got her turned well.
I was looking at the schedule. You're right. Yeah, to 6 mats is what they'll do tomorrow. It'll begin at 9 a.m. We'll have wrestlebacks, a couple of rounds of them, along with the 7th place matches. And then the final session will begin tomorrow night at 6 o'clock with the award presentations, the Grand March, and then your championship 3rd place and 5th place matches will all be happening at the same time. So that is the schedule here coming up the next couple of days as we wrap things up here in a fun day of wrestling, Darby Anderson.
Good first day. It was, it gets started early and you're kind of like trying to figure it all out, but then it got flowing, and yeah, a lot of good matches, and a lot of quick pins and things that happened, but as we got along, you could see, a lot of good competition we had here tonight, the matches that went into the third period, and just battling there to advance.
Dar, I'll tell you, we have both called high school athletics for a long time, and there's something about what you'll see tomorrow with those semifinals. Yeah, championships are great, right? But there are times at championships you kind of ultimately know those kids, and it doesn't matter the sport, but then you take the intensity of wrestling on top of it to get to that final match. There's just something about semifinals that are incredibly special. And
and you talked about it, whether it's football, basketball, when you're in that last quarter, that clock, if you're behind, seems to tick so much faster. Yeah. And if you're ahead, it seems like it's going slow because you want to get it over with. But it just does ramp up, and that's going to be fun as we crown the first champions here and move on to day 2.
Well, that'll do it here for our coverage here from Extreme Arena tonight on mats 5 through 8. For Dar Danielson, Austin Oliver, our whole crew, thanks for being with us. Back again tomorrow as the sessions begin bright and early at 9 a.m. Championship round at 6 p.m. all here on the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union website. Thank you for joining us for the state wrestling meet presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.